Yes, my people, and welcome back to another edition of Rivals here on Spurs Kings TV with your boy Ashmatic in the building, alongside two guests at the moment. One being Stefan. It's been a minute. How you doing, bro? You good?
It has, man. I've been good. Thanks for having me on the show to talk all things football. So yeah, man.
That's right. All things football. I like that. That's what it is. It's a football show. We're here to talk about all. Also, alongside me, I have Mitch, and I want to first of all congratulate him on his win. Um, as much as it does pay me a little bit slightly, I was hoping, after that Tyneside derby, that weird side, that whatever you want to call it, the black and white versus the red and white. I was hoping you could join me on the misery side, but
Wearside Derby. What's that?
huh?
What's the Wearside Derby? What's that
The
all about?
weird side is that the I don't know. What do they call it? I'm not
Bro,
from
I
around
must
there.
have that short-term memory in it. I'm just
I'm not from
thinking
around there. I'm not from around
Carabao Cup semi-finals and that. That's what I'm thinking about. What we're doing out here. You know what? That's like the stress. The pressure's gone. I thought I was walking in. If we didn't win tonight, walking into cookings from all angles, and it was just like that. I can calm. I know we'll still get to Sunderland, but it can calm a bit. Carabao Cup
Yeah,
semi-final. 3 years out of 4, we'll take that.
yeah. We'll talk about Newcastle. We got a lot of time to talk about Newcastle, but Arsenal, of course. Stefan's here. Let's talk about Arsenal. Let's get into it. Since you've been gone, I think you played Villa, and obviously that incident happens.
Yeah.
Few men were hitting the floor, clearly visibly
End
upset.
of the world. Arsenal need to rethink everything and change
You know what?
everything.
I feel like some of them are Arsenal fans. That's the reason why they were acting as mad as that. But obviously, they know how much they need to win, and yeah, it's that year that they need to do it. Anyway, they bounce back. Some might say against
Bruges.
Wolverhampton in terms of result. I wouldn't say in performance. We can get into that. Um, 2 goals. Would you say what deflection? Some say own goal. I don't know, innit? But you got the job done. Regardless, the job was done, innit? You can't. A win's a win. You got it over the line. But
Of
before I
course.
come to you, Stefan, I want to see what Mitch has got to say on the whole Arsenal situation in terms of title talk. Um, where they are right now, obviously, it's still early, and I think most people would say around March is when Arsenal start to falter. So I guess my question to you is, are you seeing any signs that Arsenal are starting to dither, started to tire? Have they got some of their rotations wrong? Because the injuries seem to be mounting up. We're seeing a lot of defenders dropping off. Their attackers, Guy Koresh, we've spoken about him a lot. Is he their fourth best striker? Like,
Ooh,
I
full question. Raw.
no, look, no, I'm asking because listen,
I sure did.
Jesus has come back. Havertz, I think Havertz might be number one. Jesus has come back, and Mourinho's been
Oh
on
yeah.
number four. So then,
Guys, wait. Havertz hasn't played for 4 months. I think to suddenly bestow him as like the number one striker,
I mean, in
that's
terms of goals,
in terms. Yeah, let's see. But it's just right now. It's difficult to say about Havertz when suppose he's gonna be back before the end of the year. That's what everybody's saying. He's gonna play. He's gonna come back officially. But
but wouldn't you say
until
that he suits your system the way you guys play a little bit more?
I was gonna say that exact thing.
I don't, and I disagree with this because I think we need to because Gyökeres before he got injured, especially in the games against Burnley, in the Champions League against Atletico, when we play a little bit faster, a little bit more fluid, he looked really good. The only issue is that when the team isn't performing, he's much more isolated. He's not the type Gyökeres that is gonna do like Marino, drop back, play a pass. Havertz also had that in him. So Gyökeres also needs to adapt and do more. But I just think it's way too early to say, Gyökeres is this and that. I'm just happy we have options. That was the whole point of signing Gyökeres. If he doesn't perform, we have Havertz hopefully back. Jesus, I've always liked Jesus as a player. They all offer something different, which is the most important for me currently.
Big up to Toon Tactics TV.
Yo,
I'm
Big
gonna
up to you,
congrats,
gentlemen. Big up to you, gentlemen.
let you
congrats,
answer that
Tune.
question as well because obviously, so Stefan, obviously defensive. I get it, it's your club, but Mitch, what
I'm
was
not
your thoughts?
defensive.
No, not defensive, but obviously, I mean, you're gonna stand up for your team. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Not.
No, just one final before Mitch.
All right,
I
cool.
just don't get this thing where Gyökeres is focused upon. And yes, has he met the expectations that everybody said at the start? No, he hasn't. But I see so many more articles and quotes and comments in the media about Gyökeres that I don't see for Isaac, who's 130 million. that I don't see for Florian Wirtz, who hasn't scored a goal in
Come
20
on,
games.
it's there. It's
No,
there.
no, no, no. I'm
No,
just,
they are there.
I'm
They
just,
are there.
I'm pointing it. I'm pointing out certain, I would say, disparities, or let's just say bias,
It's
which
racism.
to me is what I also don't see the same attention even for Sesko, who was more expensive than Gyökeres. So I just Gyökeres has more goals than all these three guys.
But you know what it was, yeah? The line was 102 goals, 98 games. He's going to come in, he's just going to score goals. That's all he's going to do. We don't want him to do anything else. Just score goals. And that's the only thing he's not doing, is scoring goals.
And it's like,
Touch looks wooden. That
yep.
balls go into the box. He's not making the right run. It goes near post, ball goes far post. He just doesn't look like the guy everybody thought he was.
Yeah, I agree with Mitch. I don't even think so much it's about Gyökeres for me. It's more about like the debates beforehand, where even average fans like ourselves, and like myself, you're looking at his record in Portuguese league. I'm saying Portuguese league Opta analysts, one of the top stats programs, don't even have Portuguese league to look at. They rather look at championship data than they look at Portuguese league. And we're looking at his heat map. We're looking at the level. We're all saying, hey, like, are you sure you want this guy? And I think it was how, like, that's our side kind of was brushed off. Like, what do you mean you guys are just hating? And we're like, okay. Like, so I think it's more kind of that kind of debate, whether then it's...
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask though. Hands up if your club's in the semi-final of a tournament. Oh, okay. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Thank you.
Good. Don't hopefully soon.
You see it coming.
Hopefully next week. Yeah.
Do you know what? Can we just talk on that a sec? Because when we won it, it was like a little man cup. Yeah. Now it's Chelsea, Newcastle, Man City are in the final. So the holders, Chelsea and Man City, are in the final.
But okay.
And then it's either going to be Arsenal, who are top of the league, or the FA Cup holders joining us. Where's the little man cup gone down?
Yeah, but Mitch, that's a bit disingenuous, isn't it? You just named Arsenal, Man City, and Chelsea are probably the teams that have the best depth in the league. So obviously, when they actually rotate,
Chelsea, do Chelsea have good depth? I don't know.
Players, but is it good? They were struggling against League One Cardiff last night. Come on.
Yeah, okay, but they still have enough depth to rotate and still beat the teams ahead of them.
No, they had to bring in their first team players to win.
Okay, but they still
and they had to do that against Lincoln City. They had to do that Lincoln City before that.
Okay. Man City played with pretty much their second team and beat Brentford. That's
Man City. Chelsea don't have good depth. That's what we're trying. I think so. I don't.
Chelsea spent. What do you mean? Chelsea spent almost $2 billion on players.
Depth, but they haven't got good depth.
Quality.
They're having players there, but some of the players beyond that first team level.
He's right.
Okay, Palace.
Exactly. Okay. If we rotated last season in the Carabao, we wouldn't have got to the final. Like heavy rotation.
Yeah, because the Carabao is the equivalent to your Champions League. So that's just
we've rotated in every round this season. Last season we didn't. Anyway, we were talking about Arsenal. We could get onto the Carabao in a bit. My point on Arsenal, I don't think they're faltering as such. This is just how a season goes. You're going to have your highs, you're going to have your lows.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal's biggest problem now is that kind of air of invincibility they had, where teams would go in there where they weren't even conceding shots, and they were like, "Oh, this is going to be hard." And now they've seen teams getting shots off, scoring goals, a little bit of sort of weakness in the back line, and I think that gives teams confidence. And the other thing is, they've let the shark get close. Man City are within touching distance now. So you draw a game and they go and win again, you're level on points.
They're not the same.
Man City, you say they're not the same, but look at their results recently. What are they doing?
They've been just as fluky. They've been
but they're just winning games. This is what City do. Imagine what happens when they stop getting fluky and they start getting really good again.
No. What happens is, Mitch, is just like with Spurs, when your performances catch up with your actual results, which will happen eventually, because Man City conceded over 2 point. They conceded 17 shots, 7 shots on target, and over 2 xg, and somehow didn't concede.
Because they
Eventually,
went
that's
out
gonna
and
catch
bought
up.
one of the probably the best shot stopper in the world, the
Ash,
biggest, best
No,
shot stopper
no,
they
no,
could
no,
find.
don't
They
no.
went and bought
Crystal
him.
Palace just couldn't finish, and Man City, whenever they got into their box, it was just one of those days where they were clinical. On another day, Crystal Palace easily from that game scored 2 or 3 goals. You know this. You know this. They got the rub of the green against Palace, but eventually, if those performances continue, they won't. And,
Yeah,
and,
but then
and
if say your performance against Wolves, if that
what
continues, what happens there?
Against Wolves, we conceded 3 shots, 3 shots the whole game. We conceded 2 shots on target, one in each half, and we can see. I would say that when people say Arsenal were lucky,
Yeah,
yes,
but they scored both
we
your
were
goals, bro.
lucky. Yeah, we played like shit and we were flat, but we were unlucky to concede a goal because Wolves didn't deserve to score a goal. Are you kidding me? They didn't deserve to do. They didn't deserve to get anything from that game. We were lucky to then immediately score and win the game. So go and have a look. 0.38. They had 3 shots overall. And the only chance, the big chance, by the way, that they had wasn't the goal. The big chance was the actual shot from the from the Korean guy.
Yeah, the attacking momentum is
So
crazy.
they didn't score their big chance. But they did score a goal,
Okay,
and they
yeah,
didn't
okay.
deserve
So
anything from the
how
game
can
when
you
you only
say
scored two, and
how
they
can you
scored
say
both of them.
yeah, okay. And the other key aspect of this is that they managed to score a goal from 3 shots in the whole game. They had, I think, 3 touches in our box. Like on another day, Arsenal win that game 2 or 3-0 easily. So I can make the same argument that people said about Arsenal were lucky to win. I can say that Arsenal were unlucky to concede because
Because the difference in these two games, man, you're Arsenal, top of the league, at home to
yeah,
bottom of the league, Wolves. Whereas Man City were away to fifth, sixth place Crystal Palace, who are
yeah.
playing really well.
No, they
You
didn't.
have to ride your
They
luck in them.
they
No,
didn't play
Palace
well.
are
But here
playing really well, I
you
said. So
see
you have to
you
ride
see.
your luck at times in them games to get the win sometimes.
Okay. Did be honest, Mitch? Did Man City play well against Palace?
I didn't watch the full game. The stats say that they didn't
I
potentially play
did.
their best.
I
But
did.
they
And
went
you
there
can
and won 3-0.
okay, yes, but sometimes the result doesn't reflect the performance. They
Okay,
conceded more
Palace game
shots than
aside, how many more times have they done that in their recent run?
they but their performances, in my opinion, have been far more shaky than Arsenal. They almost lost a 5-1 lead to Fulham. They were all over. They had to clear. If it wasn't for Guardiola clearing off the goal line in the last minute, that game would have finished 5-5, man. I've always told you this about Man City. They have Haaland, they have good attacking players, but defensively, they are Nico Gonzalez is nowhere near good enough to hold them and to win them a league in that position. He got run. If you go watch the Palace game if you have time, or just maybe the kind of the larger portion of highlights. That midfield got run through and got dominated time and time again. They had 70 in the first half. I don't know how Palace didn't score. They hit the post twice. Just they on another day, that game should have finished 2-2, or not even 2-2, 2-1 to Palace, or 3-2 to Palace. Palace missed so many chances. And you can tell me all you want about the result, but eventually I think Arsenal's way of playing is far more sustainable because what they're reliant on, just like with Liverpool last season, which it worked, was everything is reliant on Haaland having a great game and
But it's
Haaland
not
being
now.
clinical. If he is not clinical, most of the time, if not all of the time, they lose. Go look at the games where they lost this season. In those games that they lost, Haaland either didn't play, Bayer Leverkusen, for example, or Haaland had an off game. Villa away,
Yeah, but the reason Man City is different though, man.
Newcastle away.
Hasn't
He
Haaland
had
only
an off
scored
game.
like 3 goals of their last 12? So that's kind of like a little bit played out that he has to play well for them to win games. Not sure.
He really does. And if you watch, for example, because you're mentioning he hasn't scored, if you watch the Fulham game, he's literally involved in all of the goals. He's literally involved in all in the Fulham game. If you watch, he either sets up like the pass before the final play, or he wins the ball. He is the key player. He is exactly what Salah was to Liverpool last year, which he has to maintain this form. He has to play every game at a supremely high level, at a record level, just like Salah, for them to compete. If his form drops, Mitch, they're finished. I,
Mm.
they can tell me all you want about Phil Foden and all of this. Phil Foden is a Robin. He's not a Batman. He 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 is. He is. He cannot. He cannot. Last season, we all saw it. Last season, when he had to take the lead from Kevin De Bruyne, he absolutely shrank in the limelight completely. And so they signed Cherokee, they signed Reinders, they signed players that can contribute going forward and scoring goals, so they can take the load off of him. And this season, because of that less pressure, he's played better.
So he's playing better. I mean, I don't want to do this, but like you're kind of making
Pull your
points about
Olu,
why.
Olu, flap your mic down.
Oh, slap it down. What's it? It's too low.
Yeah, your mic's bare low.
It does this every week.
Is it coming through the headphone mic?
No.
I can hear you though.
We can hear you, but it seems lower than everybody else.
Yeah, no, but I
One
can hear
sec.
you. Sounds better than it was before. Keep talking, man. Sounds a bit better now.
Sorry, I was going to say like, yeah, I don't like this narrative because in the end, like, he's performing, and that's what that matters for Man City, right?
Yeah,
And
he's currently
and Churk
performing.
and Churk is performing, and like Doku's been performing, so it's not just a one man team. Like they're performing.
Doku?
Listen, they've won the same number of games that we've won. Like ultimately, they're performing. Like when people say Man City are creeping up, I'm just like,
Mm.
well, actually, when you look at it statistically, they were actually matching us for wins. It's just that they had lost a couple of games while we had drawn. So actually, there isn't that much difference between us and them in terms of when you look at it from the raw fact
I
of
mean, there
number
is.
of wins.
I mean, there is. If you look at the fixtures that they have played compared to the difficulty of fixtures that we have played, there is, because if you look at their remaining games that they have to play, they have to go away to Liverpool, they have to go away to Chelsea, away to Man United. All of these have to happen in the second half of the season.
Yeah,
So
listen, I hear that, but I'm just still saying though, like when we're talking about if you're analyzing how they're playing right now, you can't just like throw away the fact that they're winning games and also the fact that the players outside Haaland are also contributing. Like we have to call a spade a spade. Like they are playing well, and actually, what I thought they were at the start of the season, for me personally, to what they are right now,
we're
is
gonna have.
actually totally different.
Me too.
However, when we come back to Arsenal and Gyökeres, listen, 2 years ago I called him the Swedish Hoyland, and do you know what? I was right. When people were going crazy because he scored that first season 51 goals, whatever it was, I looked at him. I was like, fundamentally, when I watch this guy play football, he just looks like he's just not in control of the ball. He looks like he's fighting people more than anything else, but he was scoring. So it was like, even I made that joke at the time, but I couldn't back it up because a guy goes and scores 101 goals in 2 seasons. Now you're seeing people looking and going, maybe he wasn't that good. And I think a lot of people took the Man City game, which we tend to do, and extrapolated that as how great a player he is. When you go back and watch that Man City game, he wasn't that great. He scored the goals, but watch his general play. He wasn't that great. And that's why I looked at him and thought, this is Hoyland. He's just wearing green and white and happens to come from Sweden as opposed to Denmark.
Okay, I
I
mean,
think I think Yoga Benito Jesus has to start because there seems to be more balance. Just watch the fluidity of Arsenal when we play with Jesus. The ball,
no, I
listen,
I
and
agree. In
Jesus.
terms
Anyway,
of
one sec, one sec, one
Jesus,
sec.
yeah,
Jesus frustrates me because he's the player who will miss open goals and miss chances, right?
yeah.
But from a
That's gonna be,
fluidity,
yeah, that's gonna be now
from a fluidity
the new
standpoint,
thing.
fluidity standpoint, the players just look like they want to play football, which I don't understand why that's not the case with Yorkers. Or I do. He's
I
limited.
think
Right?
because his first touch for me
Criminal.
is to put it politely.
Yeah.
But he's not. But here's the thing: if you signed him and you're gonna play him exactly the same way that you played with Havertz and you played with Jesus, who are much more similar in the style and the system that they played because they both drop back, they both roam around, especially. You're not gonna get the best out of him.
No, but
So
first touch is
Arteta
there.
Yes.
Arteta
So
needs
like,
to Arteta needs to
Whether you're
realize,
in transition,
like Pep did with, especially people forget when Pep first came to Man City, Aguero in his first 6 months didn't play well. There was even a time when Aguero wanted to leave because he felt that Pep's system
Aguero?
did. Yeah, Aguero, go have a look in his first 4 to 5 months, especially half of the season.
So you think he's
Aguero,
at that level?
no, I don't think he's Aguero's level, but I just think to come in because Arteta's system is very similar to Pep's. So to come in
but
as a
this
number
isn't the
nine,
system.
if you
His
look
first
at
touch. No, but hold on. That you're taking it away from something. Like you took this over kind of emphasis on systems. Systems
yeah,
got nothing to do with your first. Like we can all see, like raw. His first touch, no matter where it is, whether it's on a transit, whether it's no matter what
okay,
system you have, you might have the best system that suits him, but you can just see his first touch is not good. He can't create separation between
he's not.
him and a
He's yeah.
defender. So if he can't do those basic, like the most basic things, not even when I say basic, I'm not saying it's easy, but if he's supposed to be an elite striker, but if he can't do those things, it don't matter what system you have. That's just him. That's who he
I
is.
just, in my opinion, I think to come to these like almost foregone conclusions about a player after 4 months, especially he missed over a month with injury.
Can you see his
There's-
first touch though? Can you actually see his first touch? Like we can all see it.
everybody, everybody knew technically wise he was clunky, but in order to get the best out of him, what did Pep do with Haaland? Does Pep
Haaland's got a
play?
good first touch.
No.
It's a
Haaland,
high.
Haaland is not a good. If you play Haaland the same way he played Aguero, Haaland will not score as many goals, will not be as successful. Haaland needs speed. Haaland needs far more transitions. So what did
Are
Pep
we
do?
going to ignore? Are
He
we ignore the fact
changed.
that
No,
Haaland's
but
like
no, but
scored
no,
the
but
100
you
goals
need
before
to.
anybody else did? Are we
No,
going to ignore that?
but too. I get he needs to adapt also to our system and be better. But you also need to adapt. Like, don't play him in the same way and don't expect him to do the same role.
No, but say I disagree. This is where I disagree. We're not playing in the same way. Like
Yes, we
he,
are. We're playing
no,
exactly the same way.
all football players, especially strikers, drop back. That's it. They naturally just do that. Like I don't think
No,
it's
they
a
don't.
yes, they
Haaland
do.
doesn't drop back. Does
Go,
Haaland drop
I
back?
promise you. Go if you go and watch Haaland play. He actually drops back. The thing is that we confuse ourselves thinking that all they do is just stand up and go hang. Like, the only player, the
Okay.
only player who ever go hanged was Filippo Inzaghi. That in the history of football, he's the
Okay.
only player who
I,
would go hanged. Maybe
okay.
it's Van Nistelrooy, but most players do. Most strikers do naturally drop back. Now they're not the intricate passes of the ball, etc., etc. But Haaland will vacate like just standing up there and drop to like not to the
Okay.
midfield, but come back further.
Hmm.
He just does not look like even okay. Forget even touch. Forget even like controlling the ball. The fact that he's always behind play is frustrating for someone who's meant to be all about movement. Like
But why is he? But wait, why is he always behind play?
okay, so the cross Saka did into the box, and again, I can't believe I'm doing this. The cross Saka did into the box.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
But he was not involved in the play because
Okay.
the play happened on the right hand side. The very fact that he's not anticipating, like he looked like the ball, he looked like he was like surprised the ball got into that position. And actually, it was Marine. Was no, who was it? It was the player on the left hand side who was further closer to the ball than he was. And I was like, if he's an elite striker, like your anticipation should be attack the near post. He wasn't. He was in the center on the penalty spot. And you cannot tell me that's a system thing.
But wait. I can point to a similar situation where he scored. I remember against Forest, he scored literally a carbon copy goal from the other side.
Sure, but how many? But the thing is this: I could give you more instances of him not making those runs or making the poor decisions than you can give me of him making the right decision.
I can
And that's the
I
problem.
disagree. I can give you 3 instances where he anticipated it at in terms of where he's in form. Burnley from the corner, Atletico also from the corner. This was normal anticipation, which I get you. But for me, which I have an issue with is Man City. If you look at the average transitions that we do, in order for us to make Gyökeres more successful, we need to play a bit faster, a bit more on the break, and a bit more with transitions, with quicker transitions. If you look at the actual stats and the performance metrics for us for this season, we have not improved the number of transitions we do. We're still one of the slowest teams in terms of how we move the ball through the actual lines
You
because
say we can
that's our style of play. You cannot get the best out of Gyökeres if you expect him to play not if you don't play to his strength. Man City have literally switched from the team that used to be the most possession-based team to one which has now the most transitions. Because if you're gonna play Haaland the same way you played
First,
with,
let's do that. First season, they won a treble with Haaland playing
yeah,
in a possession-based team. We
they
cannot.
they played with transitions, man. Stop. They were running off,
It
and
was.
he was
took
running
It
his
off
was
the
time
still.
to
final
settle
It
man.
down,
was.
man.
It was still a possession-based team. But yes, they played transitions from that, like to get him
Did
into it.
they
But
increase? Did they increase the number of transitions compared to when
Yeah, but
before they had
okay, all of
Haaland?
that might be true, yeah. But at the end of the day, Gokares has got to prove he's good enough for Arsenal
exactly.
to want to
I
do that.
guys, I
Why do
agree
it if
with
he's
you,
not good enough?
but okay, wait. We don't know this. It's been
We-
4 months.
Well, Arteta
How
might
do you
know
know he's
this.
not good enough?
Arteta might have seen it and gone, actually, no, we're just going to play the same way. When
Maybe,
the
but
other guys
wait.
come back in, we can bring the other guys back in.
Okay, but wait. Let's see what happens, because I guarantee you, if you check the stats, the amount of transitions from Man City before Haaland came to the first season that Haaland, even if you guys keep saying that they still played possession based, I'm sure the amount of transitions and the speed of play increased significantly with Haaland.
Yeah, but
I
that's
want to see that. I want to see Odegaard. There was one game where I really saw what he can do, even though he didn't finish well in that game, where he really was against Olympiacos at home, where we were playing fast ball to him, immediately playing on the transitions, and he really looked effective. And that's what you're supposed. If you sign him, you say you sign a different type of striker that we don't have. We don't have a player like Gyökeres in the squad as a number 9. So adapt to that and play a little bit more. I'm not saying change the whole system, excuse him, because he needs to improve also. But this zero context, then, okay, I get this energy. Why is Isaac then failing at Liverpool? Is he a bad player? Is he a shit player then? Because he's been terrible, Mitch.
hmm
Do
But
you
can I-
think, do you have
Hmm?
one question? First of all, Ollie, would you sell him? Would you sell Gokares? Would you
no. Listen, okay.
get a,
Would I sell him?
and get a top left winger, for example? Like,
No, I would sign
Well,
a top left winger. I
Stefan.
don't need to say it.
Steph, Ollie. Unless you're black and Nigerian, that was me.
I might be. I might.
No. Will I sell him? I don't know. I don't think I'll sell him. But I'll say this right. The thing about it is I don't what I don't like is the revisionism of people on him, in the sense of when Arsenal are going to buy a striker in in the summer,
Yeah.
everyone was saying go for Gyökeres. If Arsenal don't go for Gyökeres, like it's you know what I mean, they're not serious, right? Oh, don't go for people said they should go for Sesko now. The same people said that they should go for Sesko. The
He's
same
done better than Sesko.
people were saying, "Oh, they should go for we should have gone for Gyökeres in the summer, right?"
Yeah.
So my thing, just keep the energy the same. Like if you thought Gyökeres was a good player before he joined, like then you should still think he's a good player now, just because you've now seen it, which means that you were hyping him without really seeing it. Like I said, I kept my energy the same. Swedish Hoyland.
I hear that. All right, cool.
Yeah, but wait. Let me call. Wait, Olu. You're also the same fan that talks about Jesus and Havertz. I guarantee you, Jesus is gonna have a game where he fucking misses 4 chances and creates chaos, but misses all the big chances. You're gonna shit on Jesus, just like all the. Suddenly now the revisionism about we look so much more fluid with Jesus,
Hey.
and I've always liked Jesus.
Yogo
Havertz
Benito.
the same. Oh, we miss Havertz because Havertz is building up play and everything is great.
New Thomas
Then,
Muller.
then he's gonna miss chances and be like, Havertz is fucking shit. We need this is why I hate my fan base. I can't stand it.
But
It's so annoying. You
but
want
it's even
Gyökeres,
ever missing 4 chances a game. Gokares isn't even getting that in a game.
Yeah, but
It's kind of the point. He's not even getting the chances to score the goals.
Mitch,
That's
he
kind
might
of the point.
Mitch, he might be our Joe Linton, you know.
Oi, that
No,
that
that's-
destroyer,
Big
yeah.
up,
that's
Danny's in the building. Big up, Danny, man.
Big up.
Please make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Big up.
Tune in.
Good to see you, boys.
Danny, I want to bring Danny to the show real quick, but also I've been notified that Man City have a certain team that's in our panel in the
yeah, it's Man City against Newcastle.
Man City versus Newcastle.
We're gonna play fucking Chelsea.
Yeah, should be very interesting.
If we
First
go through,
legs at Chelsea.
But
Oh, okay. That's not
You
too
got to
bad.
get there first, though. You got to beat Palace first. Calm down.
Yeah, true.
I know. I'm just saying. No, I didn't say which team was playing them. I just said the first leg was at Chelsea. See what I mean? Accusing me of things I haven't even done yet.
I want to bring Danny in.
Yes.
Yes, because I knew it was coming.
No, but Mitch, I don't know if you guys read, but Palace for that game, they're pretty much gonna throw the game. I don't know if you guys read.
What? Who said that?
If we play Yorkers, we're throwing a game as well.
Supposedly, Glasner mentioned the fact that he will have to, protect player welfare, which is pretty much a politically correct way of saying I'm gonna play the whole second team. Because he's got a game. He's got the Conference League. I think a week after that, and he has
they got Conference League tomorrow, isn't it? That's why.
or tomorrow. Sorry, yeah, tomorrow. Then they have the Prem, and then they have us. So
the problem is every time he tries to throw the game, he ends up getting through.
that's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, with Palace.
Surely he's not though, because he's got Coopers. Who are they?
He doesn't have Mitch. He doesn't have the
got
squad.
Leeds away, and then it's Arsenal. That's the biggest game of the three.
Yeah, but wait, but he doesn't have Nunes. I don't know if you guys read. He had knee surgery. He's gonna be out for months.
So AFCON.
Muniz.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Not Nunes. Munoz. My
I was
bad.
gonna say what?
Nunes. I'm like
Munoz.
Munoz. He had knee surgery. He's gonna be out for months. Sar is gone for AFCON. They have no players, man. They literally have no players.
Is Mateta still injured?
They're gonna buy Brennan Johnson.
I think he has a knock. So Mateta's injured. I also read Eddie. I also read Eddie is pulled up after the game, so he might also not play. So they literally have no strikers.
No, what kind of juju are we running? Because same thing for Everton, they got all these injured players and suspended players, and then
AFCON, man, AFCON for Everton, it's AFCON. Half of the players are gone because of AFCON.
Sunderland as well, but I want to bring Danny in if I can. And I just wanted to ask about just a little sidestep. Aston Villa, they've come out of nowhere, and they're now being in a kind of title talks situation. But there's a narrative going around, like how highly do you kind of rate like Emery? Obviously, Emery, he's come in, he's done his thing with Villa, but he hasn't had as much time with Arsenal. If he was at Arsenal,
here we go.
Go on, Ash.
No, I was gonna say, do you think he would have been able to produce more on like even the front? Because technically, the FA Cup, he was in the middle of getting that, and then he was taken away.
Of course. Yeah, he was definitely going to be Man City.
I want to hear what Danny's got to say.
Honestly, I actually think if Arsenal had given Emery time, they would have done a lot better under Emery than they would have done under Arteta. Genuinely, I think you can see what he's done from an Aston Villa team 6 years ago. Were basically in a playoff final, right, from the Championship. And they've come up, and for the last 3 or 4 years, he's been building that team, and they've been buying the right players. They've been buying players who can play in the Premier League, like physically fit, physical players, right? Like if you look at who they've kind of sold as well, who they brought in Leon Bailey, Diaby. They weren't cutting it. They got rid of them. They brought in Morgan Rogers. They brought in some really good players to play the way that he wants them to play, and they're physically able to play with the intensity of the Premier League, how it is nowadays and how close it is. So for me, look, I think with Emery, I think he definitely would have done, my opinion, I think he would have done better with Arsenal if they'd given him the time. And I think with Arteta, I think for me personally, he'll go down as the biggest bottler the Premier League's ever seen if Arsenal don't win the Premier League this season.
Really? Well, bigger than Poch?
Yes, because he spent over $1 billion. You spent 300 million this window. If you don't win the league this season with the way
300 million
teams are inconsistent, right? The way the teams are inconsistent this season, it's the biggest bottle job I've ever seen.
The way teams are inconsistent. So when Spurs couldn't defeat Leicester when everybody was shit, that wasn't bottling. But Arsenal competing with Man City with Pep, Liverpool spent 450 million. And a league that has Newcastle, Aston Villa with Emery, and every the teams that are Chelsea that have spent more money than Arsenal, Man United that have spent more money than Arsenal, Man City that have spent more money than us since Arteta has come in. But Arteta is
Have they?
Yes, they have
yes,
actually.
yes.
Actually, they
Go
all
go and
have.
have a look. Just in January last year, they spent fucking over 300 million. This notion that Man City haven't spent money is a complete joke. They were
No,
desperate.
I didn't mention Man City. Man City is an anomaly. I'm talking
Okay,
about. I'm
Man
talking about
United.
Arsenal right now.
Okay,
Arsenal
Chelsea.
last
Okay,
in the summer,
Chelsea.
right? In the summer, Arsenal spent the second most from Liverpool. Right? Liverpool spent nearly $500 million. Arsenal spent just over 300 million. Right? Am I right or wrong?
No, Arsenal I think spent
Arsenal did spend over
200
million.
and 200 and 240, 250.
Let
I
me go on
think.
the transfer market.
What's that?
I'm gonna go on the transfer market, but go on, you
Arsenal.
go.
Wait,
Yeah, no.
we spent
I'm sure it was over
30.
300
We spent
million.
50. We spent 50 million on. I mean, technically, we
Yes.
didn't spend 50 million on Hincapié because that's gonna come in this summer. We just loaned him. So if we're gonna do that, okay. But with Hincapié, I think it was around 260 million.
Okay, so they still spent the second most from Liverpool, right? And
Yeah.
considering you've had a manager who's been at the club for 6 years, building that team for the last 6 years, right?
Okay.
And every year you've been getting closer and closer and closer. And this year, with the inconsistency of all the teams in the league, right? If this season you cannot go and win the Premier League, right? It is the biggest bottle job for me. I'm sorry.
I disagree with this notion.
bottle job.
Liverpool
And
for me. Yeah.
Also, Stephen, just to say, right, you mentioned about Tottenham against Leicester, right? But if you want to
Yeah.
bring context into it, that Leicester team
one-
played one game a week, right? And we were in the Champions League and we had to manage 2 games a week with
Oh, fuck off. You were out of the Champions League by April by March.
But
Please,
you still have to manage 2 games a week. It takes a toll on the players when you've got a team like Spurs who had the bench that we had. We had like bloody like Nkudus and Ng's and all these shit on the bench.
You had
you can't.
Okay. Wait, Stefan. 1 second. So let's take a step back. So Emery. Now I think again, I love revisionist history because it's beautiful.
Oh, it's
When you guys were saying, stop. Let me say. When you guys were saying good
Go on.
evening, right?
Go on.
You guys were saying, you remember that? Do you remember that? You were like, come back here, don't walk away.
Good evening.
Don't walk
Good
away.
evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Do you remember that? You guys were mocking him for saying that, right?
Yeah.
When we played Watford, right, and we drew 2-2 and we got popped 32 shots and we only had 6 shots, right? At
I'll
Watford
never
and we went
forget
2-0
that.
up.
I'll never forget that.
When we went to the Europa League final, right, and we lost 4-1 to Chelsea, when he was managing a team where our captain was doing balloons in a club.
No. Olu, you forgot the worst one. At home to Southampton, playing 3 at the back. And we had,
I'm just saying, balloons.
is normal at Spurs though. Balloons.
No, of course, but I'm saying, now, are you happy about that? It's not your captain doing it. Most of our players were getting slated. If you go back and watch it, it was banter level on a new level, right? Again, people do revisionist history because he's doing so well with Aston Villa. And kudos, I hate the guy, but kudos to him for what he's doing at Aston Villa. But you cannot tell me, and literally go back and factually look at the 2 years Emery was at Arsenal and not see the mess that we got into with him.
forget this.
Yeah, but
forget
the
this.
first
Olu.
2 years at
Forget the
Arsenal,
revisionism.
You finished 8th and 8th, and every
Yeah.
single Arsenal fan wanted him out.
But again, the reason why is because, like I said,
It was only the board that kept him in. It
but
wasn't
it was-
the fans
No,
that wanted
first
him
I
in.
agree with you. Wait, Steph, what's that?
Go on.
Arsenal was such a mess, right?
It was
And
a
this is-
joke.
And the thing is that people think that when a new like you guys are seeing right now with Thomas Frank, you can't just take a new manager and expect everything to change straight away.
No,
The
definitely
sins of the past will continue, right? Arsenal had to get rid of players. We just had to. So that
No,
eighth and
we
eighth,
had to fix the culture. That was
Honest-
number one.
yeah, but the culture is also the players, right? The eighth and the
It's
eighth,
everything.
and everything else. Like if you look at it, the team that he built, the first team he built finished 5th. Right,
Yeah,
so there was already
yeah.
an improvement. The next team finished second and second. So actually, from Arteta's standpoint, if you were to actually look from what he actually started to build, you look at the fifth, the second to say,
No,
okay, yeah, that's the start of his job.
If we're being fully honest, the true rebuild that started under Arteta was exactly that season that we finished 5th, because that was the first summer that we spent big money, that we got rid of, that we paid off players pretty much, Aubameyang's and all of them to leave. Yes, because the year the year
Wait, so
that we
you're
won.
no, wait. Can I just jump in a sec? So we're ruling out longer than Emery was at Arsenal in total for Arteta to build a squad. For them to talk from that point onwards, you cannot do
Emery.
How do you know that Emery with the squad that he had wouldn't have done exactly the same thing
because
Arteta's doing now if you gave him the time?
Because we're Arsenal fans, and we watched. We watched that team. We watched how he lost the whole dressing room. He lost it. I will never forget the 2-2 against Southampton at home, where I said where we played 3 at the back, where Lacazette scored a last-minute equalizer, and he didn't celebrate because he realized he fucking saved Emery's job.
So I'm gonna counteract that, right? You just said to me that he lost the dressing room. That same dressing room that Arteta had to get rid of for you to actually get the team that you've got now. He got rid of every single player other than Saka. So you can't sit here and say that he had the players that he lost the players in the dressing room when Arteta he came in and wanted to get every single.
That's not true. No, that's not true. That's not true.
He lost the respect. Sorry, he had lost the respect because they said part of
because you just said
part,
right.
Go on, I was going to say part of what was reported at the time is that even the players were saying good evening to him. He became a joke within the thing.
Olu, forget for me that was irrelevant in terms of as much as if you looked at what he did, Emery, in terms of Emery as a coach, I really rate. But as a coach he is not, in my opinion, I've always said this. Some coaches, that doesn't mean they're bad. They're great fits for a certain club. Emery is perfect for the underdog, for the Villarreals, for the Aston Villas. You send him to a big club like PSG, like Arsenal. These guys, I just don't think he fits in those type of clubs. And this revisionism that happens every fucking year, which is Aston Villa go on a really good run. Suddenly, all the Spurs fans, in order to try and if Emery got given time, then Aston Villa go on a shit run like they did last year towards the end of the season, and that quietens the revisionism of Emery versus Arteta immediately disappears and quietens down. It's every year since he's been at Villa. Every year, whenever he has a good run, you hear the rival fans saying, "Oh, you should have given Emery more time." No, we shouldn't have. He lost the dressing room. He should have been sacked.
I'll shoot him some bill. I'll shoot him some bill in the sense that we were also at a time when, like, from a boardroom perspective, it was an absolute mess. We brought in Rahul Salhani, who was like all about agent deals. Like, I know he said that he wanted Zaha, he going Pepe because of that. For that. So, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think he was not in the right situation for him to succeed.
Olu, with that, he also wanted Dennis Suarez, which was a joke because just as much as we blame Sanlehi, Emery's the same type of coach who signed a lot of players that were from the same agency. So this notion that Emery had no control over transfers is bullshit. And so it's like as if, like, I don't know, Emery got given some bad hand. Emery was a good coach, but the first season, people forget. You call Arteta a bottler. The first season when we should have finished top 4, he lost in his last 4 games. He had Brighton at home, Palace at home, lost to Palace at home 3-2, and because of that loss, Arsenal finished 5th, 1 point behind Spurs. So because of these type of results, he bottled. And then in the final, which for me is arguably up there with one of the worst Arsenal performances that I've watched in the last decade, he did that. And so for me, I think Emery just failed because I don't think he's made for big clubs where he has to deal with egos like with Ozil. He failed to deal with the Ozil issue massively. He gave into him, and as a result, he lost the respect of the actual dressing room.
Yeah, but like it goes back to, sorry, sir, I forgot your name. You're new to the show.
Danny.
Danny, big up Danny. But it goes back to Danny's point because Arteta didn't handle those big names either. He just got rid of, like you're saying, he can't.
He did. Okay, he did handle them.
But just one moment, Steph, though. Like, just give us 1 second, my brother.
Sorry.
Arteta did not handle those names. You don't have any of those players there. Exactly. That's the whole point that Arteta made. Aubameyang, Lacazette, all those guys. if he could, he would have sold all those players in the first transfer window.
But
He just that he couldn't do that. You know it's true.
How do
that
you
was, but
how do you know this?
that was,
Wait,
so,
how
but
do
that
wait,
was,
wait, wait, Olu,
How
let
are
me
you guys fighting this? The
no,
how do you know
no.
this?
None of them are there. None of
No,
them
I'm
are
saying-
there.
How do you know that Emery would have sold?
Do you know what?
Emery,
It's-
wait, let me answer. Emery, no, because this. Sorry, Olu, I need to answer. I'm gonna go, so I'm not gonna interrupt as much. But Emery, I'm sorry, guys.
Well, you interrupt to talk because you're not here.
Yeah. So Emery. Okay, you say Emery would have sold them for sure. First, we don't know
Arteta
this.
Arteta sold them. Arteta sold
No,
them.
Arteta. No, what Arteta did was with Ozil, he had a lot of balls. He put his foot down and said he's gonna be in the reserves. The club tried to tell him, please, let's.
Arteta.
Yeah. Arteta said, "I'm not gonna play him. I'm gonna
Yes.
shaft him to the reserves."
Yes.
And then
No.
the club tried to say, "Why don't you fix the relationship because he's on 350K a week?" Arteta stamped on his, put his foot down
Yeah.
at the cost
And he
of many
sold them.
games.
We
Yeah,
know.
at the cost of results at times. The same
Because
with.
you know what Arteta said? I'm not having these players get me sacked like they got
Yeah.
Emery sacked.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all that's
But-
showing.
but that's-
Okay, so
but
why
isn't-
didn't Emery? So why didn't Emery do the same
Because
thing?
like you said at the
He
beginning,
didn't have enough time.
Steph, you said at the beginning, you did not
He
have
didn't have enough time.
Steph, listen, you said right at the beginning, our board was a shambles. That's
Yeah.
what you said.
Yeah.
So if the
Okay.
board is a shambles, how is Emery
But-
going to go then and say,
but-
let's sell all these other
But-
players?
but-
But
that doesn't-
I'd
but that-
say though, sometimes it shows. Sometimes strength is shown when you actually take your best players out who are causing
Yeah.
a problem, right? So there's an element of that. There's an element of solving a problem by saying, because for example, okay, look again. I'll use Spurs for example. Basuma's a bad egg.
No, forget Spurs.
Because I want to make it close. I'm making a not comparison. Basuma's a bad egg. If you're playing Basuma because if you're still playing Basuma right now, that'll be also a sign of weakness.
No,
To
say
solve,
just
or just okay, just Spence.
No,
He's
Basuma's a bad example.
Hmm.
I would use Ten Hag.
Hold on.
And
I would
Ronaldo.
use Ten Hag as an example.
Hold on. So when Emery was there, the board was a mess. You all know. The moment it changed for Arteta is when the son of I forgot the boy's name.
Josh Kroenke.
Josh Kroenke became involved. That's when it changed for you.
Exactly.
When
But he
Emery-
became. But wait,
Well,
he became involved
Here
in
we go,
20.
here
I'm
we
not
go,
having.
here we
I
go.
No.
Completely.
But also, I
That's
agree
not
with you.
true.
No. It was true. It was a part of it's true. Part of
No,
it's
it's
true.
not. Josh
It is
Kroenke
true.
joined the board and started saying and started talking
Josh
to the media
Josh
in
Kroenke,
2018.
Josh Kroenke hopped off his helicopter and said, "Hey, this club's a shambles. I better back this manager, otherwise they're going to sack somebody."
But that's not true. But
Emery-
wait, Toon,
It's
you're
true.
making shit
Am I-
up here.
He's
It didn't
not
happen.
making
Not
it up.
true.
That's the truth.
It didn't happen. Do we know?
That's the-
do we
No,
know
it's
the
not.
truth?
But that's the
It
point.
didn't happen.
Josh, wait. Josh
Didn't
Kroenke.
you do, hold on. Didn't you do a whole
No,
documentary
but
about
this
it?
is- but
where
you're- but
Josh
you're not
Kroenke
speak-
and Arteta are in the same room talking about these players and saying, "We got to change that. We got to shift some guy." You know
Wait,
how it
Toon,
happened?
Toon.
You got
Kroenke,
video
wait.
evidence. Video evidence of this happening.
Wait.
You did a whole
Wait.
documentary about it.
Okay, Toon. I just want it for Josh Kroenke, because what I said was you're not telling the truth. Is Josh Kroenke when you're not? It's not true that Josh Kroenke joined on board when Arteta came into the club. That's not. Josh Kroenke joined on board when Arsenal were fully acquired by the Kroenkes, which was in 2018. Josh Kroenke, after we lost the Europa League final, had an interview with the media and with the fans where he had the famous statement, "Be excited," and where we signed Nicolas Pepe, where we signed all of those Kieran Tierney in that summer. So
right.
Josh Kroenke was active in the hiring of Sven Mislintat, in the hiring of Raul Sanlecki. He was the one that did all of these moves at first in 2018. So this notion that Josh Kroenke suddenly became active when Mikel Arteta came on board is not true. He was active when Emery was there. He just made the wrong decisions. He was always active. So
And in Arteta's first couple of years, they also made the wrong decisions with signing, so they still had to get it right, and it was only the last 2.5 years, I'd
No,
say you've only started to get it right.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but Danny, yeah, we're going.
but you. I mean, let's be real. Like, no manager's got 100% hit record on buying
of
players,
course,
right?
yeah, of course.
So that's going to happen. Like the Congo's going to happen, and also the declaration is going to happen. That's just the reality of transfers and trying to find players
Cedric
who
I
make
mean,
good
I
Soares,
mean,
enough.
Klopp. I
Exactly.
mean,
Pablo
It have,
Mari.
yeah, but again,
if you look at if you look at
even those players were stopgap to try to solve a problem that he thought,
exactly, yeah.
right? Like I remember, like the first thing he did when the first game he played a 4-3-3, he realized that the team wasn't good enough, switched to a back three, and it was like, my team's not good enough, but we're not going to concede goals. And I remember, like, I was so annoyed because I was like, I thought we're getting an attacking manager, and now he's even more defensive than what Emery was. But there was a method to the madness, and when Pablo Mari ran his course, he was like, right, thank you for what you did. Now you got to go. When Matt Ryan came in as a backup keeper and then he kept it for 6 months, right?
Leno,
You got to run. Listen, like
Tierney.
I do again. I could shoot Emerson Bell. I just think that there's a. I must say that like Arteta is a perfect coach, right? And obviously he's made a lot of mistakes. The Aston Villa game in the season when we'd lost by 2 points, I'll always be like, why did he bring back? Why did he play Havertz in midfield when Havertz had been playing up front just to play Jesus, right? There was no need for him to do that. However, objectively, you cannot look at it and also look at what happened before and not go, actually, to switch around Arsenal from going from a team where people laugh and call us banter to now is banter when we draw a game, not when we lose a game. Now it's banter when we just draw a game.
No,
Most people go.
now
Most,
it's no.
oh, let me finish the point. But most people watch an Arsenal game as a fan. I go and watch an Arsenal game not expecting to lose. I'm expecting to win.
Yeah.
Under Emery and under the end of Arsene Wenger, I was like, I hope we win. And we play Chelsea.
Man.
I'm like, I hope we don't get spanked. Now I'm like,
Wenger, we'd go like it would hit February and especially the end of Wenger, and it would be like we'd go away to West Brom, get fucked 3-0, go to Palace away. I remember we got beat 3-0. Like, or the worst one, going to Anfield away, and we'd always get like complete destroyed there when Liverpool, weren't still the Liverpool that they became. So this softness, everything now is predicated on trying to undercut, and that's why I really hope that Arteta, and I believe that he will win the league this year, is to shut the fuck up of all of these losers that continuously. First, it was at the start of the season, Arsenal are over reliant on set pieces. Now we have so many open play goals Now it's Arsenal haven't scored a set piece goal in almost 2 months. It's like it's hilarious just the agendas that people are creating in their head just because they want to downplay what Arteta did was take a club that was a joke. That is exactly what Man United, maybe not as bad as Man United in terms of a once big club that had become a laughing stock in British football, transform the club. Yes, they need to win so they can fully kind of, he can fully certify his vision. But he has transformed the club into a club that is one of the best clubs in Europe, that the top players want to join, no matter how hard it is for people to admit that or to accept. Emery's Arsenal would have never signed Declan Rice. Emery's Arsenal would have never made Jurrien Timber sign for us instead of Bayern Munich or Man United. Emery's Arsenal would have never signed any of these players that I. Calafiori, for example, who was wanted by all of the Italian giants. This is all Arteta, and in my opinion, for me, to compare to what I remember Arsenal under Emery and the latter years of Wenger, I'm sorry, this Arsenal team. I mean, people. Olu says Arsenal fans complain, and when they get a draw, I disagree. Arsenal fans complain if they win in a shit way. If they don't win in like this swashbuckling, like against Wolves, we had a terrible game, but we still won. Arsenal fans were moaning after that. Even
So
you're not going to play. But these are the actual standards that Arteta has set.
do you think Aston Villa are in the title race or not? It's just a
No,
phase.
no. This is they had the same run last year. They had exactly the same run last year where they were at one point, I think, third or second. Everybody went on the Emery versus Arteta revisionism hype train. Then they went to shit, and that completely died down because they went from
Alright, cool. Did they make top 4 this season ahead of United and
They can't. I hope not.
yeah, for
hope
sure.
not.
I think their team is. I think their starting 11 is really good.
I am doing all the juju in the world because my prediction for what was it? Hot take was that they'll be shit this season.
well,
And remember, it started off well, and now they fucked it all up for me.
Who's gonna finish ahead of Villa, man? Because Chelsea are so up and down.
I hope everyone.
Man United.
All right, what's your top 4? What's your top 4? Because we're basically halfway through the season, are we not?
Who are you asking?
Yeah.
We're more or less halfway through the season. Who's your top 4?
Man City, Arsenal,
Chelsea,
Villa. Yeah.
Olu, who's your top 4? Who's your top 4 halfway through? Who's your top 4?
Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Or Liverpool, Chelsea. Yeah.
Liverpool to bring it back here.
It's not. They're not that far behind from the top 4.
But they're shit. They're terrible.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sometimes teams go wrong.
Even if you guys watch the Brighton game, game.
Bro, this is my prediction. You don't have to argue my prediction, you know. It's just my opinion.
Your opinion is incorrect.
I'm gonna go Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea.
That's an incorrect opinion. That's trash, bro.
Chelsea.
I'm gonna go
Chelsea are so up, and I'm gonna say Chelsea, and then I'm gonna go Villa also. Yeah, I'm gonna go Villa.
You'll go all right. So Villa 4th. Okay, cool. And then what? Mitch and 2. I want to know. I want to hear what their ones is.
City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle.
Jeez.
Yes.
Newcastle.
What kind of talk to
Newcastle.
me?
Newcastle in the top 4.
Newcastle.
You're just as bad as Spurs this season, so I don't know. You're just as bad as Tottenham.
Yeah, that's
Similar thing this time last season, Ash.
Hey,
You look
Mitch.
surprised because I said
Mitch.
Forest were going to drop
We're
out.
not the same.
Mitch.
We got the same draw, same wins,
Just not in.
Mitch,
and we got a shit team.
Mitch, let me ask a question. What's
We got a shit team.
We're in the
Mitch,
semi-final.
what's a polar bear doing in Texas? What's a polar bear doing in Texas?
Polar bear dude in Texas.
Yeah.
The hell is
So I heard Newcastle there, and I was like,
Yeah,
what's this
you
polar
had-
bear doing in Texas?
I didn't start.
Look at this guy, bro.
I didn't
And
start.
you know what? I just saw on X some a guy was saying, "Oh, I hope we get the win out of Newcastle Fulham." I said, "Is it really? You want that smoke again, yeah? you want that smoke again, bro?"
Hey,
I remember Saliba's and Gabriel's knees cracking together every time Isak and Gordon were running.
Hey, two.
That's such a good game.
What?
You guys got
Wait,
shredded.
wait. Did Danny just say such a good game? Like your team didn't get smoked 5-0 in like
I look at
15
that.
minutes.
You see that?
Don't do this. Don't do
It was
this.
a good game.
People
Yeah, but
don't do
the
this.
thing is, Olu, I'm not like
People.
delusional Spurs fans who think our team is actually good, right?
Nah.
I actually think our team is shit. That's the difference.
I just want you to remember the pain. 5 goals in what? 25 minutes?
No, Danny.
20.
That was Stellini, wasn't it? Stellini.
Yeah, that was Stellini. Yeah.
Was that our third manager in the same season?
Yeah.
Our third manager, yeah.
No, but for me, the game the season after where Isaac made literally Van de Ven into a circus into like the way he contorted his body. He slipped. I don't know.
Twist bound settings, bro.
Yeah, it was
It
bad.
doesn't matter though because Arsenal losing the most important moments, so that's the best.
Look at that. You know what's so funny about the chat? I remember when I came in, and I remember I first said to Deji famously, he goes, "You man are on the same block as us." Now, 2 years later, the chat saying, "No, you guys are like us."
What is your top 4? I haven't heard it. What's your top 4?
I made a prediction. My prediction was because I did it on points, but I had
Just say it.
Newcastle.
Yo, you gave us the setup. You gave us the setup.
No backstory, man.
You know Star Wars. You know the crawler in the beginning. That's just Toon explaining.
We just spent an hour and a half talking about
To a prediction
Arsenal.
far away.
Prediction far away. It's crazy.
Doing Arsenal history, and now you guys are going to get all annoyed when I'm doing it all. It was dance up to my prediction. So I had Liverpool, Arsenal, City. I can't remember if I had Newcastle fourth or fifth. I'll say fourth. I actually had Chelsea reduce their points by I thought they would get 60 points rather than 66 because I thought with Chelsea's squad, they bought a whole lot of players, but then they sold a whole lot of players who I thought were just as good. And so I thought they were going to stand still whilst the league got better. Because there's no point in selling Madueke Jackson to buy Gui and
Garnacho.
Like I just didn't see the movement forward. So yeah, so I had Newcastle. Still have Newcastle. Hopefully breaking the 70 points. We'll see.
No, but in their defense, and
wait. Wait. Is that your prediction still?
But all
So Liverpool first.
No, not Liverpool first. No. It's about Newcastle or for where I think Newcastle.
No. What's who's first?
What's the order?
Yeah.
So I had Liverpool.
No. What do you have it now?
Now we're
I haven't changed it yet.
So you think Liverpool?
So Liverpool are going to win the league?
I'm asking you now. Change it. It's right. You're allowed to change.
Is that sticking by your guns, or is that you actually think Liverpool?
I don't need to change it just yet. I'll wait for December, January to finish.
What, Liverpool top? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll finish it. Yeah.
Dude, Liverpool are 10 points behind Arsenal.
Look at you guys. Look at the Arsenal fans. How could you say this? How could you say this? How could you say this?
Stefan's raging.
There's no political. I want your opinion to be. And the nerve of Arsenal fans. I remember like when you guys won 8 games and you're like, how can anyone? We've got the best team in Europe. How dare you to say we're not going to win the league? I'm like, who are these nerds? Like all on like who are we to respect? Like, are you? I understand if it was City or someone on Liverpool, but you guys are like, I dare you. We're the best team in the league. I bet you to say we're not going to win. Like,
this is why.
First of all, Danny, we won the Premier League at White Hart Lane. Remember that, okay? Always remember that on your ground with your ex-captain. We won it there. So when you talk about we don't know this, we know this, okay? Just remember that, okay? So watch yourself.
I remember.
Just remember, so Campbell's got more Premier League titles than your whole club's existence. Just remember that.
Olu, why are you throwing shit at Spurs fans, man? They're
I'm messing with him.
Shit right now.
I'm just messing with him.
What, like the European Cups you've won, yeah? Oh, okay.
Okay, great.
How many Emirates Cup do you have?
Danny,
how many Emirates?
How many Cups do you won in Europe? Oh wait.
How many Emirates Cup? How many Emirates Cup you've got?
You know, winning in Europe is not for everyone. You know.
How many Emirates All-Star Cups do you have?
You won't win in Europe this season, and you're going to lose the Premier League as well. You'll see.
Okay, great.
How many
And what the fuck are you? Wait, Olu. And what the fuck are you guys gonna do this season? Finish 12th and win fuck all and be shit
probably.
again?
Yeah, probably.
Huh?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, great. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of Spurs fans now. Let's hope Arsenal fails because we're losers.
All right. Stefan,
why would I expect anything?
Do you think Frank should go?
No, I think it would be ridiculous to sack him. But I've been. You guys know how highly I thought of Frank, but I've been really shocked at how he has failed to. He's on, I think I watched one of your streams, Ash, and one guy said it perfectly. He's Brentford vibes, whilst being manager of Spurs. Some of the comments that he said on, in the press conferences, like we're gonna lose this amount of. It was so kind of community clubbish, very. You're the manager of Spurs now. You're not the manager of Brentford. You have certain expectations. You can't allow yourself to say things like this. And I think it kind of seeps into the team. That performance, by the way, the Arsenal performance where they came and we beat you 4-1, That was probably
Are you
the
back to
most
Arsenal again?
pathetic. That was, yeah, but
How
but
about,
that, yeah, but wait,
how about the
but
teams that are in the semi-final? Like, how about us? Like, we got a young 19-year-old in Miley who scored literally a header with the back of his head, clutch goal in injury time. How
who's
many of
talking
your-
about Newcastle?
I know, that's the
Why are you?
problem.
We're talking about Spurs.
How are we talking about Spurs, but we're talking about Arsenal?
No, Ash, Ash asked me about Thomas Frank, and I'm just
I thought you
saying
were gonna
why.
go. I thought you had to cut, so I had to quickly ask you about.
Yeah, so like in terms of, for me, I would not sack him, but if he continues, if you look at some of the stats are
You
worse
like
than
XG.
Ange.
You like the XG thing, isn't it? That's your thing.
No, in terms of his attacking metrics are horrendous. If you look at your attacking, your
Not
chances
surprised when you got
created.
Ode, De Bear, and Richarlison playing up front.
Danny, I totally get you're all about it's all on the players. They're shit. I'm sorry, Danny. You can play a bit better. That performance, those two performances against us and against Chelsea, those were the most the one against us, that was the worst Spurs team. I've watched Arsenal for 25 years. I remember when you were really, really shit back in the day and we were the Invincibles. Those teams put up a bigger fight.
This guy.
In case you
Yes.
forgot.
Really, really
In
shit. I think
case-
we had better strikers and we had better players.
Yeah, but
in those
come on.
teams.
You had. Yeah, I remember you in the early 2000s. Right? You had fucking Jamie Redknapp in midfield, a 34-year-old Jamie Redknapp. Like you were a terrible team back then. But those teams put up.
We were still a mid-table team, but we were still actually a little bit better than that. But
Yeah,
Man
okay.
man like Will Fox.
You were mediocre. Okay, but
Will Fox,
but
you know.
those teams didn't have the
Mauricio
quality.
Tarico. I remember this. I remember your teams.
Okay. But those teams didn't put such a pathetic and just zero fight type performance that you did against us.
Do you know why, Stefan?
That was on the coach, Danny. That was on the coach.
It's not on the coach because
Come on, Danny.
These players don't want to turn up, mate. They don't want to turn.
Really. Okay. So you don't think the coach setting them up in a back three for the first time, that didn't kind of demotivate the player?
No.
Setting them up
I
in
agree with
such a.
Daniel.
No.
I'm
sorry, Stefan. Yeah, go on.
No, I was going to say I agree with Danny that I think some of your players have got a real attitude problem.
Yeah.
No.
I do think Tottenham.
It's exactly what happened with you, Stefan, at Arsenal with this culture thing you're talking about. It's exactly when you had before when Arsene Wenger was there, right? And after you had Emery. It's the same thing at Spurs right now. This is a cultural systemic problem that's been at the club for a long time.
Danny, actually, did you see Van der Ven saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with Ange's system"?
Yeah. And then in the same sentence, he goes, "We were the ones telling the players to fucking defend in the Europa League." Do you know what I'm saying?
I said, this guy is disrespectful. This guy.
If you guys didn't get rid of Ange, I promise you, Van der Ven's hamstrings will be done by now.
That's what I said.
They'll be absolutely done.
But imagine the what you call it, not the perspective. What's the thing that say? Like, hold on, like.
Hindsight?
Like how it looks. The perception.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So Frank is your current manager, and you're saying, "Nah, bruv, the system with Andrews, that was the way forward, bruv."
I'm sorry. Like, but wait. But two. It cannot be only. Why?
That's the problem.
But two.
Imagine if you're Frank, you're watching that. You're like, this guy's insane, bro.
Yeah.
But wait, guys. It's not only. It's the thing I've noticed with Spurs fans and with the discussions is it's an extremely kind of black and white. So it's either the coach is shit, we need to sack Frank, he's not right for the club, or it's the players are really shit and it's not the coach's fault. There's no gray area. It's either I think it's a bit of both. I think the players at Spurs are hugely overrated. I've said Vicario is shit for over a year and a half. It's now being proven. I have said Romero is probably the most overrated player in the Premier League. A guy who has been part of defenses that have conceded over 60 goals, now going to be 4 years in a row. The only quality player, Arsenal's second, that game, I have never seen such a quality disparity in that game that I can remember since I've become an Arsenal fan, like even what Danny said, even back in the day when Spurs were, a mid-table team in the year 2000, they still had great forwards. They still had Jermaine Defoe. They still had Jermaine Genius. They still had some good players that could compete. This squad, our second team, our subs walk into their team. That game was just, I was shocked at just the level of quality that Spurs put. And Thomas Frank, although Danny, just to finish, Thomas Frank still mismanaged it though, Danny. The actual tactics that he has shown consistently at home, I'm sorry, that's not of a manager that is like a big, like you're telling me that your performance metrics currently, your attacking performance metrics based on shots, on chances created, everything is about 17th in the league. You're telling me that the quality of these players are 17th? Come on, Danny.
The quality of the midfielders.
That's not true.
The quality of the midfielders and our attack, apart from Kudus and Xavi Simons, who've just come into.
Kudus is overrated also. West Ham fans.
Okay, so if you're saying that, then based on what you're saying,
yourself.
based on what you're saying, then if he's overrated, then we have literally one of the worst attacks in the league. Richarlison, which club does Richarlison doesn't get into Newcastle or Villa's team, does he? Doesn't get into Brighton's team. Doesn't get into those teams. Pape Matasar, Archie Gray. Nottingham Forest midfield. They had Sangare, Morgan Gibbs-White, and they had Anderson, right?
Yeah.
And then they had Douglas Luiz on the bench. And then we've got Bentancur, who's been there for 6 years, right? Who we haven't had a new midfielder since Bentancur.
Who you gave a new deal for some reason.
Yeah, because again, part of the systemic culture problem at this football club, right? So, like, you can't sit here and say that I should be expecting more from this team, because I don't. This team is a fucking bang average football team with 1 or 2 good players in it. That's it. And Frank is a sideward step. He's not an improvement on Ange.
Okay, but Danny, let me ask you. So, what is the expected finish for you this year?
I said at the beginning of the season between 8th and 10th with this team. And then
if he finishes 12th, would you sack him?
Well, technically, I wouldn't care, because I don't care who the manager is at Spurs. But for me, 12th is better than 17th last year, right? Especially with the fact that Frank has not got the players that we had last season in terms of goals and assists, right? We haven't replaced the goals and assists that were in our team last season, and from the creative side. So, example, Maddison, Kulusevski, Dominic Solanke, and Son at declining. Yeah, but if talking about statistics, right? Statistically, those players had over 75 GA between them, right? Which players in our team currently, with those players injured or gone, are going to give me 75 GA this season? Who's Frank got to pick from right now?
Okay. Son,
Kudus.
Okay, true. Like, I'll give you Maddison. I'll give you Son, because they were consistent. However, everybody knows after last year, Son was finished. Let's be honest.
But he still got over 20 GA last season.
Okay, true. Kulu, let's be honest, is the most. Kulu. The truth about Kulu is he gets most of his GA. Kulu. The truth about Kulu is he gets most of his GA in like 5 or 6 games, and then he's shit for the rest of the season.
He was actually quite one of our more consistent players last season.
No, he wasn't. He always does the same thing. He has one good month, burns out because of the way he plays.
Not last season.
Last season it was he had one really good month.
Last season, people were having him in the 10 team of the season so far. And stuff
he was one of our best players, mate. He's one of our best players.
I still want him at our club.
Mate,
he's always good against Man City.
He's a very good player to have in your team. Like, I'm not saying he should be the starting player, but to have in your squad, he's a very good player.
Would you consider for me, Kudus on the right hand side is an upgrade over Kulusevski? Would you agree with that?
Nah, man.
No.
Kulusevski.
Not at the moment. No. If I'm honest, no.
Okay. Would you
underrating Kulusevski?
Ash, you know Kudus better than Kudus. Don't give me the eye roll, bro.
What? How is Kulu better than Kudus?
Because Kudus hasn't proved it yet.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Remember, for you, Ash, in Spurs time, Kudus is like Saint Maximum for what he was to us. Like, he's all that chickily dickily. That's what he is.
I do hear it.
But
he's played in the bras. You're the nut.
Rough.
Get out of here.
No.
How it started is before he would private message us 5-10 minutes. I gotta go. Then over time he stopped private messages because he'll say on screen I gotta go. Now he's just like,
oh, Stefan's funny.
Sorry, go on, Ash. Sorry.
No, I was saying Kulusevski didn't always play on the right hand side. He played a lot in number 8 or /10 role. Do you understand? He moved around, and that's where he got a lot of his assists and goals. I remember against Man United, we actually played him and Maddison together, and he did a lot of damage to United playing in that kind of 10 role where he was closer to goal. He's causing damage. When he was out wide on the right, I felt like people complaining at one point saying, "Oh, why don't you play to Ange? Why don't you play Kulusevski in the midfield?" Like, begging him to. Well, what happened was when he did play in the midfield, he did kind of venture off in the right. So, in my head, I would think Xavi Simons would miss out.
Bow Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Little Bow Wow. Last week you were trying to be cheeky with me, huh?
Don't worry with it.
No. Listen, we're on the Tottenham. We are on the Tottenham section. We are on the Tottenham session. Let's talk about Little Bow Wow. Let's talk about.
Was that you, Ash, who
Rock
said
Mike.
Bow Wow? Was it
No,
you who said Little Bow Wow?
I said it first.
You said it. Little Bow Wow.
Little Bow Wow, little Romeo, little Bow
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny, Little Bow Wow.
Hey, listen. I'm just being real. I think.
Let me hold you.
No, I think I would prefer Kulusevski over Gary. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think Frank would prefer him over. But going back to the
100%.
point,
Right now, definitely, yeah.
players versus manager,
Mm.
I just feel for me, long term, I'm not even talking about this season. Do I think he can push us past that top 4 range and win us trophies? That's where my doubts come in. Do you know what I'm saying? Because from what the club were talking like, they were being ambitious. We want to win the Premier League. We want Champions League. They were talking at the start of the season, as delusional as it sounded. And you lot said to me, I remember when you lot come after me, Ash, you didn't let me finish. But when what did you saying? I was just saying, overall, I just don't think Frank's the guy that mirrors what the ambition is for the club. He could get us 6th. I think he can get us 5th. I think his ceiling's 4th. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if he's got that gravitas or if he's got the authority of the changing room that he can respect play like my man.
Spence.
Man, twice. Huh? And I guarantee you.
What did he do?
Guarantee you, he's playing on the weekend against Liverpool.
What did he do twice?
Yeah, what's he done? What's Spence done?
He freeze.
He freezed him.
He what? Sorry.
But
he's
go on,
screwed him.
Ash.
What did he do?
Screw-faced.
Screwed him on the side like that.
He threw his jacket on the floor as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
When
Again.
he subbed him.
Yeah.
Again. Nah, man. Nah, you can't have that.
Hold on. Was it Conte that wouldn't play Spence?
Yeah.
Now we know. Now we know. Spence made a mistake. He thought, let me cut out. Conte saw that and said, "No,
I'm saying?
you're mad." He said, "You're in Italy, bro."
This is gonna be the acid test.
You begin some wild emails, bro.
Reece Spence in the Spurs shirt. No, this product is yellow.
And you remember we were cussing Conte for not playing Spence. Now we get it. We were cussing him.
I love Conte, man.
But now we get it. Now we're like, oh, sorry, Conte. Like, We didn't know that he saw that he was.
And you know, he must be frustrated with your. He wants to be frustrated with your board. Like going back to what Arsenal was saying, but like he must have been saying, "I want to throw some of these players at the team," and they must have been refusing it.
Yes.
They must have been refusing it.
It's the right thing to do sometimes. Sometimes you just got sometimes. Listen, sometimes it's like I don't know. It's like a growth. You got to cut it off, man.
So is
For
Frank your
Spurs.
Unai Emery then? That means Frank might be your Unai Emery, bro.
He might,
Yeah, it might be,
go to
yeah.
the club and cook. Literally, he might go to
I
another club
see it with
and Amanda
Frank.
will be like,
Mm.
"Oh, you see, you should have stuck with Frank.
Yeah.
The time. Look where you lot would have been." But sometimes it's just the level, the environment, the club, the culture, the mixture of things. That's what the difference is, isn't it? I think.
But isn't there a fundamental issue with Enoch and like
Yeah.
the way you guys buy players? I mean, listen, again, he deserved the way he was, but Daniel Levy was obviously he was the lightning rod for Spurs fans to always sort of point the blame after every loss.
Yeah.
Now he's gone, so there's no one else to point the blame at, right? Enoch was seen as the big bad. Sorry, Daniel Levy was seen as the big bad. The reality is that still, like going into the season, you guys came in with Kudus. Yeah, you also got Xavi Simmons. But if you look at fundamentally for the ambitions that they're saying to what is being delivered, it's so wide.
It's so wide.
It's so wide. Like it's so wide. Like if you're competing against Man City, Arsenal, like those two teams, Man City spent 300 million, then they spent more in the summer. Arsenal bought 6 players. Like Chelsea bought X amount of players. Liverpool bought X amount of players. But you're bringing in Frank, who's like traditionally worked with a smaller team, and then giving him 3 players.
Yeah.
Even when you guys bought Archie Gray and Bergvall, like don't get me young talent, but Bergvall should not be the starting midfielder for a team. Yeah, like it just doesn't make sense in terms of like.
Also, Olu, you got to think about it. Like 13 years he's been in management, right? And he's never done 2 games a week. So you're expecting a manager that doesn't have the experience of 2 games a week to manage on all fronts. He's never done that before. So effectively, he's learning on the job. So he's going into an environment where there's a lot of pressure from straight away.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Expectation of what he had at Brentford versus what he has at Tottenham, completely different. And now I'm hearing him saying shit in press conferences. I'm thinking, right, he's already.
He's crazy. Remember, Spurs are broken already.
He's meant to be the teacher. Yeah, for Ange, right?
Like, we see it with every manager, Ash, innit? Every manager comes to club breaks like no other manager breaks when they come to Spurs. Everyone will go mentally insane.
It's a social experiment.
It is. I know. I've always said that.
The solution is just get rid of that trumpet you guys play right at the start of the game. Get rid of it. That's the start of the soul. I hate that fucking trumpet so much.
It's like a trumpet. It's like a trumpet to motivate the actual away team.
I know, man.
You can't fucking win a game at home. It motivates the away team. They're like, I can't listen to this shit. We got to win the match.
One day you guys are going to play some team from Norway, and you're going to have your little trumpet, and then some Norway guy is going to have some like Viking.
Frank should have been playing one of them, man.
That's true. That's true.
Or a couple Viking drum or something.
Also as well, like I think you said it, Danny, as well. Richarlison should not be a starting striker for a top team.
Yeah, no, I hear that. But wait. Before we get to that, because you're right, players. But let's look at the other side, just on Frank for a second.
Okay.
Arsenal have had 44 through balls. Yeah, 44 through balls with Gyökeres, right? And we said Gyökeres, you could be doing better, right?
Okay,
cool. Richarlison, he's not good enough. 4 through balls.
Wow.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Wow.
22 games.
Yeah, but okay.
I'm not a Richarlison fan. Like, I know his touch is baggy. You know what I'm saying? He can't look after the ball. But then you're saying, raw.
Yeah.
If we're making the highest miscontrols, yeah, all right, cool. It's the players. The manager can't do much about the miscontrols. But the patterns of play, and when I compared what we did against Nottingham Forest last season under Ange versus what we did to Nottingham Forest this season, like in terms of like shots taken, like over 16. Do you know what I'm saying? Over 10 on target. Then I could compare it to this season. We had like what, 1 shot on target, Danny?
Yeah, 1 shot.
1 shot on target, and I believe it was
Archie Gray.
Yeah, 6 in total shots. So I'm looking at it, right, okay, cool. The attacking, all right, fair enough. Maybe Frank is doing the defending first. You know, out the defense first. It's making sense. You know, like I was listening to you lot. When you lot talking about Arteta coming in and he played with the back three and he was all defensive because he didn't have the attack. I was like, you know what? That makes sense. Maybe. But when you look at the defensive stats, rude boy,
It's not good.
man, Nicky Van der Ven, you look at Romero, man. Obviously, we're saying we overhype our players, isn't it? But our centre backs can't be that bad. They can't. The back four can't be that bad. And then what it was mad is because obviously we've had Bentancur and Palhinha. That was his favourite two, isn't it? That he used to like playing. Favourite two, double pivot. And the fans were like, listen, you can't play them at home. It's a mad thing. But obviously, he switched it now and he's taken them out. So he only plays one of them, either Palhinha in the midfield or just Bentancur. But the goals, we're just open. We're looking
But this is what I think that he thought as well for Ash. I thought that Frank saw them two as the best ones to try and nullify teams scoring against us, which it was working to an extent, right? We weren't as open as we are. I always had the opinion as soon as one of those comes out and we try to play a bit more forward thinking with the shitter players that we have, we are going to open up more. I said it so many times.
That you
right?
know that. You just identified that. Why hasn't Thomas done that? Why is Thomas? Why is Thomas as a strong leader?
I agree with that.
Head of the coach, head of the culture.
Shouldn't be listening to fans.
He a culture as well. Why is he letting external voices?
Yeah, I agree.
His decision on the pitch. If he knows
What
best.
What was your best game in the Premier League this season? Would you say
Brentford?
No,
Our best game.
Man City. Brentford. Man City.
Well, the Man City was our best result. Actually, Man City was our best result. But I mean,
the best game, the best
performance was Brentford. Yeah, Brentford.
Yeah. But Man City was just a standout because obviously.
No, actually, no, I forgot. It's the Arsenal performance, isn't it?
Ridiculous. I'm not even a Tottenham fan, and that was not. There was no need for that.
I do, man. I talk sport, man. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what you saying? What were you looking at? What were you trying to understand?
Because I'm just looking at up to analysts. I'm looking at you. So go on. So
the team midfield was obviously Palhinha and Bentancur, and then the Brentford midfield was Bentancur and Archie Gray. So the ideology of the fans was thinking Archie Gray, obviously he's got less tax, meaning he hasn't got a black dot against his name. So more people are more optimistic about him because he's a young player. He can move the ball quickly, can pass it forward, etc. He can carry it. So we're like, out of the two midfielders, one of them has to be sacrificed. Let's use Archie Gray. But the problem is with Archie Gray is the experience, and we put him next to Bentancur. With the Bentancur, yes, he's up and down. So technically he's good, but you will have performances where he just goes hiding. And then Archie Gray's all by himself, but you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really work with the balance. And then Archie Gray, sometimes on the ball, he's not physically secure. Like, you know, like how Elliot Anderson, like you can't get the ball off him.
You're bringing tears to my eyes.
You know, I'm trying to say.
What's that mean?
Archie Gray is there yet where he commands that presence of the pitch, or he's a man that could grab the game by the scruff of the neck. He's not that midfielder yet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know
a top six midfielder?
Or Morgan Gibbs White. Morgan Gibbs White,
Morgan Gibbs White, definitely.
Like, counts a bit low.
Do you know what the one thing the one thing I've been arguing with Spurs fans this week is the fact that I obviously think that the players are nowhere near good enough to do what they think they can do, what they're capable of doing. Because in my belief, these players can get up for certain games when they feel like it. They'll get up for one game, and then another game they'll play like they don't even want to be there. They don't even want to play, right? I expect this team to win games this season, lose games this season, and draw games. I don't expect. I think it'll be a very mixed. I think it'll be very balanced across the amount of losses and wins and draws that we have, because I don't think they're good. I don't think these players care enough about the performance, right, or who they're playing for, to actually play at a level where they can stay consistent for majority of the season. And I'll tell you why. Because when you look at the one player who is at Spurs right now for the last 2 seasons, right, who's been our most consistent player, and he plays pretty much very similar nearly every game, could any of you guys tell me which player that is who I would say is our most consistent footballer?
Probably
Good doggy.
it's between. I don't know how you feel about Romero Van de Ven, one of the two.
Van de Ven. Van de Ven is the most consistent performer at our club, right? Now, when you look at him, he's a quality player. He's got a lot of good attributes, right? So why is it that Van de Ven can play at a consistent level for the last 2 years, considering how bad we've been in the Premier League, but none of the other players can hold themselves to that level,
Yeah.
right, on a consistent
But
basis?
I think that comes down to your recruitment. Goes back to what you're saying about your leadership. And
Yep.
I know I said this for jokes of Jay, but I'm serious. Like,
I agree.
You need to sack Paratici. I know people making jokes about prison time and everything else, but you can't have that. Like, there's a real issue with that. It talks about the makeup of your players.
Just to caveat that quick, is it because Paratici was underneath Levy and he wasn't able to? He had like a certain restrictions on him, like he had a certain pay structure.
I think it goes back to what Dan was saying. Why is
for a certain player, but you can only pay this amount.
I think it goes back to what Dan was saying. Like, why have you got one player who's been really kind of consistent in the last 2 years? Like, there has to be a recruitment problem. What is it about how you're scouting players? How you getting
Paratici for like the last couple of seasons, he's been as a consultant. He hasn't been working full time.
Yeah, but come on, brother. That's like,
no, I'm just saying, you would take 2 seasons off of that, would you not?
No, that's like the mafia boss that's saying, I'm in construction. Like,
I'm in construction.
No, but what I'm saying is,
not serious.
Do you really believe he's a consultant, bro? You know, there's some legal reasons why he's the consultant.
Yeah, exactly.
Langer was the one that took over as the main DOM.
In those meetings, Langer was very, very quiet, and Paratici was doing all the talking, and he put in the contract. There's a reason why you keep on calling the guy back. I don't know what it is, but there's a reason why.
He might have been in control, but I'm just saying from what I read, and Langer was in control, or Lange, whatever you want to call it.
Langer. Is he Congolese or is he from? Where is he from, bro?
I don't know.
Is he from the same country?
I don't know people that Ange. Not Lange. Lange. DOF, innit? From his experience, he only had the youth thing on Smash. Like, he had a youth model. He had that on control. So Spurs directly came out and said, we're going a new approach. We're going for youth only, but that's what we're looking for, young players. Similar to what Chelsea are doing right now. Spurs were early, so we're getting the best of the young talent from now. So that's the reason why you see the likes of Archie Gray, Bergvall, etc., come through the team. And then all of a sudden,
they are the team.
all of a sudden, that season when we had the injuries, they had to play more than they actually thought. And then the team in January, they came out and said, you know what? We went too youth-centric. We got it wrong. That was on us. And then, so that is part of the story when you're looking at where we are now, because we should have recruited, and they said it, we should have recruited for the first team, number one, and we should have recruited more senior players, meaning they can be young, but they must also have experience. Must have football experience, like 1 or 2 years. Go on.
Can I say 2 things on Spurs and going back to the system? So there's a couple of maybe more than 2 things, but I'll be quick. First things first, on a defending standpoint, you guys defend as individuals.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the guy who goes to say, oh, this is what Arsenal do. But so that comes down to, so there's 2 things in there. Okay. One, it comes down to, obviously, Frank hasn't implemented or hasn't got the system into the players, right? But at the same time, you've also played under a manager who basically threw away any defensive systems and said just to attack as much as possible. So I would say old habits die. We as football fans think that sometimes things can just change straight away. It takes time because they've been doing repetition for 2 years over and over and over. So it's second nature. So they don't when you watch Arsenal defend, that is just repetitiveness over and over again. That becomes second nature to them. So that needs to be removed from them. Now, whether Frank is good enough to do that, that's up to him. But I remember at the start of the preseason, I remember that you could see him or the teams working on defensive structures. And it was one of the things that Spurs fans were very happy about in terms of seeing in preseason how it was. I think it was after a game, you could see them sort of trying to get into a defensive structure and moving together as one.
Yeah. You're right. I remember.
So there's that. So there's that, right? I remember
Newcastle was like, see, we're being coached now.
Yeah, exactly. I remember it. I remember it.
Oh wait, that was another. Anyway,
So But again,
Flip-
all that is die hard,
50,
and when you don't have that time anymore to do it, players just go back to their default of what they used to. So I think still, like
Yep.
Spurs are very sort of like Van der Ven. You have to sprint 20 yards to make that last ditch tackle, as opposed to don't even make that tackle occur, right? And then when it comes to the passing thing and through balls, your best player from attacking standpoint is a player who holds onto the ball. Like, it's no surprise that you don't get that many through balls when to break teams down, you've got a guy who basically, like, look at the difference when you had someone like a Madison who's a pass first player versus Kudus who's a dribble first player. Like, those stats will start to shift when you're always giving the ball to him. He's not thinking about, like, because even Kulusevski is a dribbler, but also he has a pass in him. Kudus is a good dribbler, but that's mostly what he is. So those stats you're seeing reflect the makeup of the team right now. So,
well, I mean, it's not because he's I think, isn't he the second highest assister in the Premier League right now?
yeah.
Kudus, yeah.
Yeah.
Kudus is a very good player, right? Like, it's just the problem is that the Spurs players, what I see with him this season is all they do is because they know that he's a good player, they give him the ball, and then they just let him try and do everything, and they don't help him enough. And the problem is when they do, like, if you actually watch it, a lot of the times Kudus doesn't have any Spurs players around him, so he hasn't got any support, so he has to kind of do it himself. And the very few times that he does have the support, because he's so used to not using the support, he doesn't look up. And that's another problem with him. But
What's the solution? What's the solution?
you put better players in the team. You put better players because he did you see what happened with Xavi Simons in the Nottingham Forest game when the ball came over the top, right? Richarlison failed to control it, and he looked and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" like it was like he just saw it. He's like, "I'm playing with this." It was that look, and this is exactly how I think the better players in our team feel.
All right,
so they're playing with shit. It's like,
Mitch, what do you think then? Because do you think that it's just because the individual players are of low quality, players like Kudus and Xavi are suffering, or do you think that Frank could potentially get more out of some of these players by putting them in different, I don't know, situations, positions, or setting them up in a different way slightly, or like,
I think you kind of fall between both though, really, because you've got some good players in there, like some very good players, like you've said, Kudus, Simons have potentially got very high ceilings. Van der Ven, I actually rate Romero. A lot of people say they outside of Tottenham don't. I think he's a decent defender. The doggy showed flashes. Spence, as much as he might be a bit of a dickhead, is a solid right back. Like, there's players in there that could do a job, but the problem with Frank at the minute, he's so new to it, moving from breaking for what his Tottenham identity is now. It's not just use the Brentford blueprint and it works. You've got a completely different set of players. So he's going through that phase of trying to figure that out. And until he finds the formula, you're going to see some madness. Like I know it's a poor comparison, but look at when West Ham's new guy came in. The first 4 or 5 games, if you look at their lineups, they had some mad people. They had like Andy Irvin starting in the 10. Stuff like this. So he was just stuff to find the formula that works. And Frank's in that stage now. It's just a question of, are Tottenham fans going to be patient enough to allow him to see if he can get it right? Or is it going to get to a point where like, nah, this guy's dead out. He's doing too much madness. I can't take it.
I want to ask Ash and Dan because I'm just looking at your passing up and your average positions between Nottingham Forest and Brentford. Just a quick, how do you guys typically? What's the most common way Tottenham like concede goals?
I'll concede. It's on the outside of the box or
in the middle.
You see, like the edge of the D. That's because basically how Frank sets up. Where he wants to attack the box, he will get Kudus. Like, that's why the ball goes to the right so much. Kudus whips the ball in, or Porro whips the ball in from the box. And he wants everyone to attack the box. But similarly, he wants to defend the box also. So he will cram everyone into the box. They can't score a high XG chance, for example, or high, shooting.
What, the opposition?
The opposition. So he'll get all his defenders and his fullbacks to jump into the box, and even the midfielders, even the DMs will sit back. And so Sangare, who scored the third goal, he scored on the edge of the box. And then, if you remember the Arsenal game, Eze, he scored twice.
Same, yeah.
Three,
Same
all
position.
three,
Yeah,
all three of them.
three.
Were,
Yeah.
My memory goes, sorry, you know, like, it's a blank after a while.
Just the cutback.
it was 4-1, isn't it? It was 4-1.
Yeah,
It was 4-1. Remember?
yeah. So, and then also the PSG game, Vitinha also
Same.
scored in that edge of the box. And then who else? There was another team, I can't remember who it was.
Morgan Rogers just
Yeah,
outside the same area as well.
They all know that the edge of the box, because they know Frank likes to defend deep in that box, and the DMs don't step out of that zone to kind of block the attacking mid or whoever's doing the third man run. That's where we're getting exposed. And if you look at the numbers, you'll be like, oh, we keep conceding low XG chances, so maybe it will level out. But it's the territory.
Yeah, but is that a low XG chance against the level of players you're playing?
That's my
the Bruno goal in our game. It's a similar kind of area. It was just inside, but it was similar kind of
zone 14.
That's true.
XG is not like to do with the level of the player. So do more to do with like the
just
quality
from where
of
you're
the
shooting
chance.
from.
So it doesn't matter if it's Haaland or if it's Fulkrug. It's just to do with the chance, because. So you don't really get caught in transition. It's not those type of things. It's people going on the flanks.
There are moments we do, like against Forest. There was times when we were getting caught in transition because no one was picking up Sangare. What he was doing, he was dropping off a little bit low, and he would be like the third man that no one else was picking up.
Are you missing Basuma?
We defended all right. So we defended the 4-4-2. We defended the 4-4-2, yeah, and it was Xavi and Richarlison that were meant to be the two to help they were meant to be the two in front of our two DMs, which were forgot now.
Gray and Bentancur.
Yeah, but the gap was so big between the two that's when Sangare could pick up the ball and then pass it, and then sometimes he would swap over with Anderson. Am I making sense? So that's the reason why they were like controlling the game, and our press was slightly off, and everyone's like, "Rah, how come they look more aggressive in the press than us?" And then also, when Frank was pressing, he would press with one man less than what Sean Dyche was doing. Sean Dyche with an extra man.
Yeah.
And so that was the difference in terms of who was going to risk it, who's throwing caution to the wind. And so the argument a lot of Spurs fans are saying now, we feel like Frank is being more pragmatic at Spurs than he was with Brentford. Do you know what I mean? And that's some of the issues at the moment.
I would also give credit to Sean Dyche, because he gets labelled, and sometimes fairly, but a bit like maybe unfairly, being a dinosaur. But if you kind of seen the things he's had to manage and how old they are, with this Forest team, like I'm looking at the average positions, like they are pressed. I haven't seen the stats, you guys would know, but they look like they've been pressing you, like they fully went at you. Like Anderson, even from their front two attackers, Forest attackers, so like Igor Jesus and Morgan Biswai are dead central, with Anderson just in behind them, and just behind Anderson is Sangara, like you said, and he's probably screening whilst also kind of probably laying off the one touch to Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson, if you see the passing map, he's almost like a bit of a lot of his passes are between him and Hudson-Odoi, him and Hutchinson on the other side, and him and obviously Igor Jesus and Morgan Biswai. So they're going dead central through you. And if you're looking at you guys, obviously you've got Romero and Van der Ven just behind, but you've got Bentancur and Bray. And the first thing I think of is what you guys were saying is, I'm thinking on the ball, okay, but can these guys cover the ground that you need to? And you can see Richarlison, he's totally isolated. Like there's nothing going towards him. And like you said, Dan, like you can see tons of passes going to Kudos. So you kind of revert to type. Xabi Simmons has gravitated to the right, obviously to connect with Kudos and the rest of them, but it looks isolated that way. Spence, to be fair, you're structured in. You guys tell me, but you look almost structured, almost like the same as you were against Brentford. So but you did it against Forest as well.
Yes,
your structure isn't too dissimilar.
It was the first time in the season where Frank's kept the same system and the same team. Right?
Okay.
So
yeah.
So the team against Brentford was exactly the same system, same tactics, and this is why. Go on, Toon. I'll let you continue because.
No, so I think this is the Brentford run, right? This one when you guys won 1, isn't it, Ash, against Brentford? This is the Brentford one, right?
Yeah.
So you can see, like, for the folks that haven't seen a passing map before, but like this is an opto analyst. So the thicker the lines is the more frequency of passes between those numbers. So between 1 and 37, like there's a lot of passing. I think 37 is Romero. Is that Romero or Van de Ven?
Van de Ven.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can see on the flanks here. So between, for instance, 24, 37, and 14.
Mouani,
Spence, Mouani, and who's 14?
Gray.
Great. So you got a connection there, and obviously then you got Mouani who's just in front of them in 39. So you can see there's an outlet for him there. Like that's the passing map, and I can't see on the right, but it must be Kudos, Xavi Simons. I don't know who's behind Xavi Simons. Who's 23? Is it Porro?
Porro,
yeah.
So you got a steady, healthy supply both on your flanks, but also in terms of supply, but also like your number 9 with Charlison. You're talking about Ash was talking about like 0 through balls to him, but you can see in that one at least he's in the middle of it. Just behind all of that is Bentancur and Romero. I'm gonna guess, without seeing in the game, that Brentford didn't really go centrally. They weren't like pressing you guys, right?
Yeah. They
so
weren't.
Frankfurt, wow, that worked like a treat. And then he went to Forest and thought Dyche was going to do the same thing, and Dyche said, "Bun that, bro."
Yeah.
I've got Elliot Anderson, Sangara, and the other kid, Igor Jesus,
Press
Morgan
against
Gibbs-White. We're gonna go right up against you and see how you guys feel it. And I don't know what you guys think, Dan, Ashley, obviously as Tottenham fans, whether that's a Frank thing, should he have seen that from the beginning, or is that just you can't make Xavi Simons overpowers, and like you don't.
Yeah,
I don't think Bentancur isn't Declan Rice, right? No, and he isn't. And then also the other kid, Bentancur, and who's your central midfielder? Gray. Yeah, he's not.
They're weak. They're weak in stature. They're not strong players. They don't cover ground, like you said. Like I think there's too many players at Spurs now that they're physically not built for the Premier League, right? And if you look at our other teams, it's always the teams that are like Nottingham Forest, who overpowered us completely in the midfield, right? They destroyed us in the midfield. And when you compare the 3 midfields who we were playing against to our ones, it's like night and day from a physical point of view. But then on top of that, like you've got, like you said, Frank is also to blame. Don't get me wrong, because I think even before the game, he was talking about his tactics, I think, and he was saying that he was thinking that Nottingham Forest were going to do the long balls and that we were going to stop the play. He actually said that, didn't he? Yeah, he actually said.
You shouldn't have said that, man.
But this is what I'm saying. So he said this.
Man.
He says this before the game.
Hey, Danny, and then, on the video with James Alcott. Man was doing bare like
it was
had the tactics board with James Alcott.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I big up Preach, by the way, man. Good to see
big
you.
Up Preach,
big up,
man. Every time. Hey, God, yeah.
But no, like it's just like the fact that he's even saying
that's
that,
not good.
right?
That's not
it's
good.
madness. Like like you said, Sean Dyche probably was like, "Bun that, I'm gonna fucking do the complete opposite that I do," and then just overpower them in midfield, and they could have got 5 or 6 goals. To be honest with you, they absolutely outplayed us in every department.
Could Frank have done anything to change that from you guys' perspective? So I see Paulinho's on the bench. I don't know who else you would have had.
I said the pressure obviously got to him, and obviously, like you said, the Brentford game, he thought, he's found the formula now.
Found the formula.
Yeah.
Okay,
found it. Ha! Really, like the away formula was working was Bentancur and Palhinha, isn't it?
Yeah.
Premiership with an experience. They got the physicality.
Why did he pick? Isn't it weird he picked Bentancur and Palhinha?
Well, it's because them 2 players are the big up, Phil. Them two players were the best in terms of solidity, right? Like in terms of balance of helping the defense out, in terms of trying to keep control of the ball, but they don't do anything in terms of moving it forward at all. There's no forward thinking.
That's what Simmons is there for, though. No,
that's what Simmons is there for. But when he was playing Bentancur and Paulinho, he wasn't playing Simmons at the time. So I think there's a bit of a mix.
Okay. But why is he dropped Paulinho and kept Bentancur now? That's my thing. Bentancur started off better this season, no?
Yeah, no. So what it is, he likes Bentancur. He really likes Bentancur because
he does. Yeah,
player that can give him control. That's what it is. Paulinho's obviously he's the bodyguard, isn't it?
He's not wrong though with what we got in the midfield.
Physicality. He's got the ability to go lateral movements, go sideways, cover the fullbacks, blah blah blah, and protect the centre backs. But yeah, the issue is that when we need to play it to Xavi Simmons is too high up. He wanted to play with the attacking three.
He wants to receive it.
Essentially, we had a 4-2-4, a back four, and then one of the fullbacks would push up, more mainly mainly Jed Spence or Doggy, and then Porro would create a back three. And then two would be Paulinho and Bentancur, and then obviously Xavi would be with the rest of them. So it looked like either a 3-2-5 or 4-2-4. So there was a separation, there was a gap, there was no link between the midfield and the attack. It was just too and so he wasn't getting that many touches on the ball, wasn't making it happen. And if he did want to get touches on the ball, he had to revert into like left back. Like he would come off the left side of midfield, drop into left back, what Maddison used to do, and try to drive the ball up. Because people were criticizing, Xavi's not getting in the game. Be more like Maddison. He needs to, impact the game more. But then other fans were complaining, look, we're not playing it. Frank keeps playing, substituting them on. He's not even starting them. So there was those issues as well. But I think it's a case of Frank not knowing, A, what style he wants to play, B, what his best team is.
He doesn't trust a lot of the players as well. I think.
And then, C, like what you're saying, the players at his disposal, I'm not sure he thinks they're good enough to carry out what he wants.
Brennan Johnson.
Yeah.
So it's a mixture.
Also, Ash, just to add one other thing as well, I think it's also, I think Frank knows who he can trust and who he can't trust. I think there's a very few amount of players in that squad that he trusts, right? It's very clear to see, even when Muwani is now fit, he's playing him no matter what, whether that's up front or whether that's on the left, right? He's playing Kudus every single game because he knows he's a quality footballer compared to Brennan Johnson, right? So it's like and Van der Ven and Romero, like you can see the patterns in who he's picking, right? Who's more in the team than not, and they're the ones that he thinks that he can get something out of. But when your other ones are not doing what they should be doing, and they're not in cohesion together, right? Then it's very hard to get us to play the way he wants them to play or how he envisions it. And like for example, when in the Brentford game, it's the first time all season where I saw Tottenham as a football team, they all were in the same direction. Like in terms of everyone was winning, everyone was fighting for the team, everyone was making runs, everyone was constantly moving, trying to give patterns of play to players, trying to position themselves in areas where they can receive the ball, constantly moving around, right? I hadn't seen that all season. In patches, I'd seen it. But in Brentford game, it was like for 90 minutes.
Yeah, do you know what it was? It wasn't even so much tactics, guys. It was
effort.
We were higher up the pitch. And so because we were higher up the pitch, we're able to press man to man and therefore win the ball back higher up. And then the energy looked more. I want to bring in Preach. Big up to everyone watching as well. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't to the channel already. Big up. So yeah, make sure you hit that like. It helps our visibility to be seen. But yeah, Preach, man. Talk to me. Obviously, you lot look like you've turned a little corner and we've got you, man, next. So I'm trying to do a little preview. I don't know.
Is that Anfield or is that Spurs?
Huh?
Are you guys playing?
Spurs? We're at home. Tottenham are at home.
Yeah, we're losing.
Okay.
Who's Tottenham better for? Is it the points for Tottenham or what? Surely you want to wait on that.
I want to hear what Preach says first, then I want to hear what.
I'm watching that game from 4:31. I'm missing that first minute because I cannot listen to that damn trumpet.
Hey, Preach, what are you telling me, man? What do you think, man?
I don't know.
Because obviously, like you lot haven't done well against Forest either. I swear you lot. Did you lot draw against Forest?
Yeah, I think there was a draw.
It was a draw, yeah. And then also Palace, isn't it? You drew against as well, isn't it? That's a blur. I saw a blur now, innit? I can't remember.
They lost.
We didn't win.
Basically, you doubt yourself, Preach.
Is it Brentford you drew against as well? You drew against Brentford as well.
Why are you bringing out all the bad?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
Listen. They don't have it. I'm just saying.
Preachers blurs that out like that. Whatever happened before doesn't exist. Like.
And if anything before that Salah comment, I don't know.
But what I'm saying, all right, cool. Let me frame it a different way. Yeah, like you said, Salah's come back. Is he staying for one more? He's gone in it. He's gone now.
I think he's gone now. Yeah.
He's in Africa, bro. Everyone can breathe now.
Yeah, everyone. So how do you expect them to line up? Is it two up front that you're doing? Are you doing a diamond? What are you doing? Like, is it one up front?
We don't even know. We haven't been playing this while for long enough for me to even know. Like he always tweaks something when you think it's good, like it's going well. So I just don't know, brother.
So let me ask you, Preach, then, because I'm just looking at your game against Brighton. Bring it up, because
bring it up.
You guys won 2-0. Let me know when it's on, because I'm just on the other screen, so just looking at it. But let me know, Preach, what you think. Like, obviously, you got Van Dijk, Konate, but average positions, you've got just screening them Jones and Gravenberch. I like that.
Gravenberch is good.
Yeah, but Jones is there to cover him. Like, I think that's pretty good. And then you got you've almost got like a go on. Sorry.
No, I'm saying Jones and Gravenberch, because I think Gravenberch. Sorry, I don't think Jones. He doesn't work. He's not a 6, obviously, but he doesn't like the responsibility in the double pivot where he's got defender and attack. But when you just say, look, be the technical player that you are, just be the player that you know you can do well, and he lives on that kind of left-hand side, I think he can do well. And he adds that balance to what that forward midfield, I think, just works when you've got like 4 players there. It just gives Liverpool a bit more coverage. You're not asking him to do too much, and then it kind of negates some of the Jones's weaknesses, and then you don't look so wide open as well when you've got the 4 in there. But that's the form table. I don't know if you lot can see it. Obviously, you got the win against Villa, Madrid. And then you lost against City, Forest, you lost. PSV, you lost. That was a 3 in a row. West Ham, you won. Then you drew against Sunderland. That was it. And you drew against Leeds. But recently, you got the 1-0 against Inter Milan. And you got the 2-0 last weekend against Brighton and Hove. Do you know what I mean? It was a 3-3 at Leeds. That was a good game. That was entertaining for me. So
Proper.
Sunderland.
Proper.
Yeah. But
that was a good game.
But yeah, man, what do you? So yeah, talk on it, man.
Yeah,
you think you're gonna win? Let's keep it 100. You think you're gonna win?
I don't think we'll lose.
What a shame.
I don't think we'll lose.
This guy is such a politician.
I don't think we'll lose. Definitely not.
Inside, like, yeah, this team's gonna get fucked up. Like
no, because who's that saying that in our hype? Like he's saying Ekatike's he's our Donny. So I feel like we've got enough to make it a match. But like, I just feel like there's something stupid will happen. Like I'm not 100% confident in Ibu. Like he still makes mistakes. Like
Konate.
Yeah. Like even against Brighton, like there was an counter attack and he went to on the line and he's pushed him. That could have just easily been a free kick. You get me? And then one goal. Yeah, I'm saying he keeps doing those little things, like, and it's annoying. Or he could have got yellow carded for
Brighton played well as well.
He's mad shaky at the moment.
Yeah, so he just keeps doing those little things. It's like, so I don't know. I'm not 100%.
I heard you might sell him for 15 million. That's what I was reading.
Yeah, Inter Milan.
Yeah, I mean he's gone. He'll be gone in it.
He's gone,
like, so it's like
end of his contract.
Trent thing in it. Luckily, we got 10 for it out of him. That was a little something. You get me? So if we can get 15, if he really wants to go, that's it. But
I think that's why he's been shaky. I think it's because his head's already gone. Like from the summer, I think his head was already turned.
Yeah.
Konate, yeah. Is that what you said?
I just think I think it's just been. This happened to Liverpool before when their midfield lost their legs. Obviously, they haven't lost their legs this time, but they've got a real imbalance. And I just think we're just seeing when their midfield isn't as strong as it was before, then you're seeing the flaws a lot more. Obviously, they've kind of, let's say, fixed. They're finding a fix. As Ash was saying, they've got that 4-man midfield of Wirtz, McAllister, Curtis, and Gravenberch. But that's not even like
I'm calling him Curtis, you know.
No, he's not. You might say Gravenberch. It's like Gravenberch.
We're still clutching for that. Get back in it.
But even that though, like in itself, it's not like the solution. Like that's not the solution. Brighton will make chances against anybody. They're a really good side. I mean, so
what? Sorry, Brighton's a really good time.
So I just think that though their centre backs are being worked more than they anticipated, and you're just seeing the quality coming. They're still quality, but like they're having to do more work essentially. So.
I don't want to run back. I don't want to be.
But can I just ask a question, right? Like to all of you guys, do you not think that Diego Jota passing away is also a massive psychological effect on the team? Because that is a huge thing to happen to anyone, let alone like your close teammate and stuff like that. It's a big thing to happen.
Yeah, I think it does affect, but the same players went away on international duty.
Did their thing.
Played well.
Yeah, okay.
That's been my little thorn in the side all season. Internationally, they've been doing well. I do agree. Like, remember, even Salah, he started crying on the pitch when we was within the first 5 games. So yeah, it's there. I don't know how, on the panel like who's experienced efforts like that. My cousin, I lost my cousin, my closest cousin, a year ago. Like, get me, Christmas come around, I felt depressed for all of a sudden.
It just hits you.
Birthday, do you know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't have known. Like, I would have come on there, you're all right.
Yeah.
Deep down, so but I don't
makes sense.
But like, I feel also though, because it's football, like you can actually use it to motivate as well.
Exactly.
So it's not really an excuse. Like, let's do this for Jota.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, even Klopp's last season was like, let's try and win the triple for his tour. You get me? Like, you motivate yourself with these kind of things. So I don't want to. You don't lose your skill, your talent like that over it. You get me? Maybe like
saying something like, I swear one of your fullbacks was saying, Robertson, I swear you were saying something recently about
it was after Scotland made it through to the World Cup. He was saying that he was thinking about Jota because they're spoken about playing the World Cup together.
And then all of a sudden Scotland's made it through in it, and so it's like that would have been a conversation and stuff. But so I feel like it affects. Apparently, I don't even know. I think they've still got his shirt up in the dressing room as well. So
that's got to go down.
Yeah, I heard that, I didn't agree with that. I think
I agree with that.
The sentiment, like the sentimentality, has to stop at some point before it becomes. It starts to become a detriment.
Also, it is that psychological thing, because it's like if you've got the shirt there, they're constantly thinking about it, and if they're not fully focused, like in a Premier League game, in any football match, any sport, any competitive sport, you've got to be like zoned in, right? And like to anything, for you to perform at your best level. And if you're not 100% zoned in, especially in the Premier League, like anyone can beat anyone. And it's like I think it is a big psychological aspect of Liverpool this season, which is why I think they've been quite inconsistent. Not just because I think that they haven't found the right balance with the players they have, and I think the defense hasn't been as good this season as well. But I think that is a big thing. It's a huge thing.
It's a tough balance to strike, though, isn't it? Because
it is a tough balance to strike. I agree.
Because some of the players will see the Jota shirt and it will make them focus more. But then you've got so many people in the squad that they'll see it and it will come off their game. But then you've also got the aspect of, if you take it down, does it flip that on his head a little bit? Where the players that want it there are a little bit upset and they're off their game, and the players that don't.
That's
true.
What about days at
home? At 20 minutes, on the 20th minute mark, there's the clap as well. So that's enough. Do you know what I'm saying? You're doing it with the fans. Like, that should be enough. The 20 minutes thing, you get me? We've retired his number.
What about the players though that have come in that are brand new? Because maybe like those new players are meant to rejuvenate the squad, new face. Obviously, that could be difficult as well, because
I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult when our senior players are Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, really big, powerful names, innit?
Yeah.
You don't just walk into the squad and start telling them and there what to do, and
no, of course not.
Like that. So I feel like that might work against them. Like, I feel like he should be like hella complaining about the missed passes that he ain't got, like the opportunities. But like, I feel like he can't. You get me? Because of his positioning. You get me? But that man there should be saying, "Right, why are you passing to me?" Like angrily. But I just think, yeah, it's like he's just here. Maybe he can't do it. Like I say that like Henderson only started getting his flowers at Liverpool
after
Gerrard left.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like little things like that, I think plays a part, but not an excuse, because it's a manageable situation. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not out of Slot's hands.
All right, so tell me this then: who's gonna be your danger? Who's your other than obviously you said Ekatike is the guy to watch out for?
Yeah, he's the best player right now.
Who else do you think is the player like? How do you kind of get through Spurs? How do you get the W home? How do you get the win?
Overpower that midfield.
Just turn up.
Yeah, just aim at the goal. Just aim at the goal.
Aim at the goal.
Anyway, back to the show. Thanks for coming back. If you want to answer that big preach.
Yeah, no, I think we got to play as a team. I like more. Like I have seen a bit too much like individual attempts to get me to their name in the headlines. So I just think, just stick together. I think like the Brighton tactic defensively, like let's just get a bit more like solid, and then we'll work on the attack. I think the attack will show up on its own accord, like the rhythm in the attack.
Talk to me about Verts though, man, because obviously it's been a while now, isn't it? Since
I mean, some people say that I've been paid to. He's got the most creative key chances.
Do you know what? Yeah, Verts is going to score or having a. He's going to be one of the best players on the pitch on the weekend.
He's going to do the first because it's Tottenham, isn't it?
Of course, Dr. Tottenham, man. They'll see you now.
We heard that against Man United.
That's what exactly.
No, trust me. Tottenham break all the wrong records, and they will break this record for Verts. I'm telling you now. I'm actually going to put a bet on it just because it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I won't complain, but yeah, I just don't know, man.
I want to get
until I see them playing.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I want to get everyone else's thoughts, man. Like, what do you lot think of the Spurs Liverpool preview? Anyone can go.
Verts man of the match, right? Verts man of the match. just like Hudson-Odoi was. He hadn't scored all season. Basically, it was the best player on the pitch. Eze is coming of age, a hat-trick against Spurs. Like, first player to do that in 50 years.
Almost got full.
Verts is going to do it, man. I'm telling you. He's going to be if he starts, he's going to be the best player on that pitch.
All right, cool. Mitch, what do you reckon, man?
This has got to be one of the hardest games to call. And
4-4-4.
firstly, I want to know who's this guy in the bottom right? Like, where's Preach and what have you done with him?
You haven't said champions once.
I've just been listening to you for like 50 minutes. I'm thinking that can't be
We haven't lost in 4 games. I am not jinxing it.
Yeah, no, I thought you were just going to come out and be like, yeah, we're just champions. We'll go there. We'll win. We've said before now. All this stuff.
No one ain't thrown no shots yet, so.
No, to be fair, I think Liverpool will probably win. It does look like they're starting to perform slightly better. Tottenham, they're like us away. At home, it just don't work. Frank can't find the system that works for them at home. So, yeah, I think the midfield will overpower you. Ekatike is just, If he starts Isak, then it might be a different story because that guy just does not look the same player. But if they start and play how they have been playing the last few games, I reckon it's a Liverpool win. Like Preach said, Slot just likes to do random shit for no reason. It's like, right, let me just tweak it a bit, then it doesn't work. So,
and also you also got to take into account as well. There's the X factor on Spurs team. Now that Vicario Giza, who always decides he wants some. He just goes, every now and then he's like, I'm just gonna have a brain fart. I'm just gonna do something stupid. Hey, you on the ball? Hey, you have the ball. Was that a cross?
Who are we blaming for that goal though? For the one at the weekend.
Both of them were at fault, in my opinion.
Cool.
I used to
a lot of people blaming Vicario, but
I blame
Archie Gray cannot be the.
No, it's both of them. It's both of them.
You don't take a touch in that situation.
Yeah, I hear that, but I used to play in goal, and I remember like you'd see every time midfielders always think they've got more time, and they're more skillful than they are. You just have to look and go, someone is a bit too close to you. I'm going to just pass it to the defender. I don't know. As a goalkeeper, you've got better perspective of the pitch than the player.
Yeah.
So the higher the higher sort of like share of the mistake goes to the goalkeeper, because you should not be playing that ball.
Nah, man, the right back's got about 30 yards of space. He rolls it to his feet. Archie Gray's just got to hit the right back there.
Yeah, but he can hit the. He
doesn't even need to think about it. Just hit the right back.
I don't know.
If you look at the actual player, I know Ash has gone through it so much this week already, right? the Vicario was so nervous on the ball, right, and he had that player right close to him, so he kind of mishits it and gets it out to Archie Gray because he called for it. But being the most senior player in that squad, he had Van der Ven, who was on the left, who had a lot more open space than anyone else. Even though Archie Gray, even though Archie Gray asked for it, he's the inexperienced 19-year-old, right? Archie Gray's fault was the fact that he didn't look around his shoulder when he was calling for the ball. Because as a midfield player, if you're running back to help your keeper out or help anyone out, you should know who's around you. Like, that's a given. You should know. That's his fault, right?
So was that action like instructions though? You know, like some teams are told, like, I don't care. I don't want to see no long balls no more.
I mean, look at that. Look at the pass. You can look up. So I promise you. Vicario has not looked up once.
No,
that's the first thing. And you notice, actually, if you go back 1 second,
not right there.
Go back 1 second. Go back 1 second. You see something very quickly. As he passes the ball, watch his hand. He realizes, oh shit, I've passed the ball to him in a danger area, and he points straight away to Romero, as in, shit, get rid. So basically, he hasn't looked up once. He's passed the ball, then realizes he's gone, oh snap, get the ball to Romero. The pass was Van der Ven.
Look, he's not even looking. He's not
looking up. He's looking at the ball because he's nervous. Now, if you go one more frame, look, first thing he does, he points, shit, pass the ball wide. Because he's now realized that he's made a mistake.
Is that not just his balance arm when he's passing the ball? That's not the point, is it?
Objection. No, he's pointing.
Objection. That whole play was seen before he even passed it to him. Yeah. He shouldn't even taken the touch. It should have just been a one touch.
I agree with that.
Yeah. That whole play was seen.
Yeah.
They've read this whole thing. That whole right here at this point, you can see it happening.
Yeah.
That should have been a one-time pass. It's all there. He's not looking. The goalkeeper's not looking. But how does he know where his right back is, or the centre back is? Sorry, that whole play has been seen. But it's his mistake. That should have been a one-time pass.
That's also so bad for Archie Gray. He scanned once. He scanned once when showing there.
Come on, fellas. Look at that. There was plenty of
both
time
because, like, as a goalkeeper, right? Like, if you're the goalie, you don't want to create more pressure, unnecessary pressure than you need, right?
You think that's a pressure point?
Because he's a 19-year-old midfielder and he can see, if he looked up and actually looked up, he'd see Sangari like coming charging right behind Archie Gray.
Play it one more time, please. Ash.
No, but wait, hold on. Before we play it again, why is Archie stopped?
That's another thing.
Why is he just stood there?
Yeah, he just stood there. Yeah, he stops. Yeah.
All right, let me play it back. Sorry, let me go.
Just want to see one more. Want to see something one more time.
But I agree with Preach though. Like, he should have had one touch because that is Archie Gray's fault.
I think the whole play. Look at the other centre back in front of him. He's seen the whole play. It's supposed to be 1-2 real quick.
Yeah, but see,
look how long he took to get rid of it though. He could have played it so quickly to Van der Ven.
There we go. First time.
This is the more I watch it, the more I just can't see past what Archie Gray's done here, man.
I feel like he knew that.
Archie Gray, at the time of the pass, Vicaria's even played it safe side. He just needs to not take a touch. Just play the pass.
Yeah,
play the pass.
I hear that, but Archie Gray's made a mistake. We're not going to take the mistake away from him.
Yeah,
I just think, as a goalkeeper, the first thing you got to do is play the simple pass. And the simplest pass there was to Van der Ven, because Van der Ven's got so much space in front of him to make a decision on what to do. Archie, you're playing into the middle of the pitch. If you play into the middle of the pitch, that is more dangerous. Like, if I'm I always used to think, as a goalkeeper, kick the ball out. If you're nervous, just kick the ball straight out. Don't kick it into the middle. Yeah, they can't score. Like, they've got to take the throw in.
Do you think Do you
Go on.
really think the goalkeeper was nerve? I don't think that was.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
a bag of nerves. He's a bag
he
of
is
nerves.
a bag of nerves. Yeah,
He's a bag. Like
Wait,
Vicario is
see-
awful at.
You see this
I know I
ball
ain't
that
watched
he
him
did.
in and out,
See this ball he did right to Archie Gray. He's done that 5 times this season, and each time we've conceded. He's done it multiple times.
It's got to be an instruction then.
Yeah, no,
He's telling him where to pass it before he even.
I agree. It's definitely instruction. But if you're the senior player, yeah, why are you going to pass it to the player who's in the worst position possible? It doesn't make sense.
You know what it is?
Look at your. I don't even know the name. The right number 17. Who's that?
Romero.
Yeah.
You've got to remember. Look at the Forest players. They're already pressing that side of the pitch.
Yeah, but on the other side,
Cover shadow of Romero. So he's blocking that pass to Romero. That's what.
Yeah, but Van de Ven's right there.
Yeah,
but what,
That's what I'm saying. So the pass to Archie, is it Archie?
Yeah.
Because
Don't-
sorry. So no.
You know what I
Also, sorry. So on the Van de Ven thing. Now, what's his name? Morgan Gibbs White is not pressing Van de Ven, and also the ball travels faster than a player can run. Right, that's the thing. You move the ball faster than a player can run. Morgan Gibbs White will never have closed on Van de Ven in time to make it more dangerous.
Miles away, bro.
No, you mean a 19? You mean?
No, is it 19 or is that?
Who's that? Jesus or something like that.
This is but the point is that he's not even running towards Van de Ven. Like he's not sprinting to block that. So that's why I'm like the easiest pass to make is to Van de Ven because you're passing it away from the danger area.
But that's what Forest want them to do. So that's why they're pressing that way. Romero is the key to Tottenham's build-up. They want Van de Ven to have the ball. We know that it's not that Van de Ven's going to run for the whole pitch all the time. It's not going to happen. Romero is the key to their build-up. And then if you go to the right, if they continue building up from that right, that's where Kudus is. And that's how they build up and go through there. That's why Hudson-Odoi is covering Romero. He's not covering Van de Ven. He's covering Romero. That's who they want. That's what they want. And Vicario knows. I think Archie Gray is telling Vicario is, if you give it to me, I'm going to get it to Romero.
Yeah.
Right? But for whatever reason, when the ball came to him, he thought, oh, damn. And in that split second, that's when the ball went. He should have hit it first time. He knows it.
The thing we're not seeing here is the rest of the pitch yet. So Forest will be set up at this front part to make him go left. But then further back, it will be set up that once they've gone left, they can't play out.
So who's that?
Tottenham are trying to negate that, so they don't have to go left and then try and play a hard pass. They're trying to do it early.
They wanted to go to Van de Ven.
Who's that pressing Gray right now who steals the ball?
Sangare.
How far? When does he start his run? How far can he take?
He's already started it.
But like, when is it? Because I feel like, I swear, Gray. I swear, it looks like he scans already.
Do you remember?
Scans there.
Yeah. Did you guys see the goal that Cole Palmer scored recently? Just against who was it? Was it Everton? And he tells Fofana, pass the ball to Gusto, and he's going to get it to me. Did you guys see that? I think that's what Gray is telling Vicario. Give me the ball. I'm going to get it to I'm going to get it to Romero.
I mean, we've seen. I've seen Zubimendi in that same position as well, right? Zubimendi asks for the ball. The thing is just that sometimes the goalkeeper has to make the decision to take on board and go, actually, recycle the ball, make the players or make the defensive players move around and get them out of shape rather than passing to the middle of the pitch in that position.
What's the score at that point of the game? What's the score?
No.
That's the first
You see
goal.
that attempt there gives them more space for the attack that they really want to do.
Yeah.
He passes. The goalkeeper just passes it to that nearest player to his left. They're under pressure,
finished.
and he's most probably just going to kick it out and give it back to them.
Because Richarlison can't
That's what I'm
control the
seeing.
ball if he goes wrong. And then the reason why is they've committed 6 men to the press. Remember, I was saying Forest were a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
And Frank was less. He was a bit more pragmatic, and he had less people trying to press them. And he had about four.
I mean, also the ball starts with Romero, right? He passes the ball back to Vicario.
Yeah.
So Hudson-Odoi is actually chasing and following the ball. It wasn't even like a set position. He was just following the play, basically. So again, that's why I'm like, actually, they could have moved the ball around the defense because Odoi is at full pace. It's not like he's like walking into that. He's at full pace. So if they just passed it and they passed it around again, they've got Odoi, and at that point, you got Porro and and Romero essentially now bombing forward.
No, but
Like,
they're
I would
outnumbered. They're outnumbered. They've got 6 Forest players on them.
no. I'm saying on the right hand side because Romero first has the ball before he passes it back to the goalkeeper, right? Odoi is sprinting from the wing to go and press the goalkeeper. So if they just pass the ball around, all of a sudden Odoi is out of position. He can't get back. So as long as they get the ball around, and I understand why you went to Gray to make that same thing.
Literally meant to.
However, if they go safer, they still would have gone to that 2-on-1 position on the right hand side.
How would they pass it round? Like the ball's to the left hand. How's it going to get to Romero? It would have to be a heck of a ball to literally go.
Well, because
a minute.
No, it's not on that. It's not on that. It's because Odoi has made a decision to sprint, right? So he's going to chase the ball regardless. He's going to go on the headless chicken thing.
It's not headless. That's what I'm saying. It's not headless chicken. It's by design.
Go back and start. Because I watched it now, and I was like, oh, let me go back and watch it. At the start of it, Romero has the ball on the right hand side, and then he walks backwards. Odoi sprints.
No.
Takes off.
Look how Hudson is closing him down. You can see him making a curved run to stop
Romero
from
going
out. That's how Romero passes it back.
I know, but he basically bypasses Romero to go to press the goalkeeper. I'm saying, I've seen Arsenal do it. Arsenal do it. Gabriel Sabia. Yeah,
that's
right.
The trigger. They set up to make them go back and out the other side, and as soon as they go back into Vicario, that's the trigger. Now we all go. Everybody presses now.
Sean Dyche. Yeah, there you go.
They knew it.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm always going to be harsh on the goalkeeper. I think that's
fair enough.
I'm always going to be harsh on my centre midfielder not keeping the ball in that situation.
It's both. I'd say like it's 60% Gray's fault, 70% Gray's fault, 30% Vicario's fault.
I'm the other way around.
At the end of the day, your centre midfielders are normally your best football players on the pitch.
Correct.
Yeah.
Keep the ball in that situation away in that situation for me is just not good enough.
So that pass to Gray, you think it was just a wild pass?
The
No.
pass is okay.
Not you lot.
No, it was. I think it was a bad pass. I think it was. He was nervous. You could see he was nervous. He just wanted to get it out of his feet. He didn't want it.
I've seen worse passes than that before.
Yeah.
For me, he's got to go against City like that. Remember, they passed
blame the keeper.
Gonzalez, and we pounced on it. I think Papa Sarr pounced on.
Yeah, Papa Sarr. Yeah,
he pounced on. I can't remember if it was Gonzalez or it was another defender or something. And then we ended up scoring off the back of that. Paulinho, I think, scored the goal.
It's just for me. It's just that it's because it's just such a bag of nerves that when I look at him, I'm just like
he might be though, but he's got up like
if I tell you what, it's the difference between watching Nick Pope for you guys and then watching Ramsdale. Like you just know Ramsdale's less of a bag of nerves with the ball at his feet, even though he is jittery than Nick Pope.
Before that, and I was showing this on my show on Monday, they were doing that. They were playing out from the back, and Archie Gray was involved when they were playing out from the back before this incident happened. And I made a note of that on the show. I was like, look, before this, it wasn't like the first time they did it, and then he got caught. They've done it before. They've played out the back. Archie Gray's Oxford before. Difference is he's had a bit more time and space on the ball.
He thought
that was a difference. And then
he did. Yeah, it's true.
He didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? And he took a touch, whereas he's meant to open up his hips, let that ball come across his body, and then hit it with his right foot. But what he does instead is he takes it with his left, which is the wrong thing to do. Yeah. And that touch was too close to his body. It was a poor touch because he didn't get away. And even the angle as well was instead of like if you're going to take a touch with your left foot, and let it to spin out away from your body to take.
That's exactly what I would have done if that was me.
You know what I'm saying, get away from the pressure, but he's taking it back into a dangerous area. And Sangara's like, "Aha, I'm onto you." Boom. And
I haven't watched this. I haven't watched this, and I know it's probably not the right person to reference. But even Carragher says Vicario is always blaming someone else.
No, 100%. He's like the Højbjerg. I call him like the Højbjerg because Højbjerg used to do the same. He used to be pointing at everyone else. I'm like, it was your fault. If you're a midfielder, why are you hiding for? Vicario is the same. A ball into the box, and he's pointing at his defense when he's the one.
It's him making a mistake. Yeah.
So like,
what you're saying that he would make that mistake quite a lot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go that
3-0 then. 3-0 fellas. That's what's happening, boy.
I see. What do you think? I didn't even get two's full, or what you reckon?
Well, for the Liverpool game or for
the Liverpool game?
Because it is. I think it does kind of boil down to mentality a bit, but Liverpool went away to Inter Milan, got a really good 1-0 draw.
Yeah.
Not draw, excuse me, win. And then they went to, obviously, they got the 2-0 victory over Brighton, even though Brighton played really, really, really well. But at the same time, I think Liverpool, they've got really good XG. They create that. Like, teams have been fortunate. Like, teams have been very, very fortunate that Liverpool didn't slap them to the next galaxy in terms of some of the chances they've created. And I think once they start doing that, the confidence can come back in. But if Tottenham can get Kudus isolated with Ibrahim Konate or Van Dijk at any points of the game, and I think goals will make. I think the first goal in this game is going to dictate where the game's going to go. And if it goes to Tottenham, for instance, I think that will put some wind up for yourselves type of thing. And I don't know if it'll get you to victory, but I think it will be a good start. Whereas I think if it goes to Liverpool, there's a danger that the floodgates open. It'll be interesting to see if Gray remains in the 6 and is the person, because he did that role at Leeds really, really well, but it's not the Championship, it's the Premier League. And I feel sorry for him because he was playing right back mainly for you guys last season. Now they're asking him to be a deep line playmaker, which he was at Leeds. And if he was doing that role last year, I don't think he hesitates like that, in my opinion. But Liverpool will be pressing. I just looked at their passing maps against Brighton, dead central, by the way. so you're gonna have to figure out your way out of that. I do think Liverpool win though, probably 2-1.
I'm looking at the match.
Yeah, I think they'll win as well.
Brennan Johnson, I don't think. Yeah, Brennan Johnson starts, that'll be crazy because
you're selling him, aren't you?
Yeah.
He is your most potent goal scorer.
Yeah, not
as much you guys. He's still the most potent goal scorer. Honestly, listen, I cannot go past Liverpool not winning that game. It's gonna be like someone said 2-0. I think it's gonna be like a 2-0. The reason being is just that, and we've seen it. Like it's been, and I don't even like this. I don't like the metric, but the fact that this sort of 0 XG, not many shots on target, like Tottenham have to be a threat to beat Liverpool, and right now they don't seem like a threat.
Not creating many chances.
Yeah, like forget even scoring. Be a threat. Like put them into positions where they have to make mistakes. Like honestly, if I was him, and I know for some reason he's not playing anymore, I would literally go with Palhinha, Sarr, and Xavi Simons. In sense of you have a guy who can run and match Szoboszlai in terms of legs. You've got someone who's more defensive minded in Palhinha, and then you've got someone a little bit more creative in Xavi Simons. And
so you go like the 4-3-3, like 3 in the middle. Yeah, I'll try that because this double pivot of defensive midfielders playing no attacking, like you've got to make a threat. Like it's especially at home. You're not playing away from them.
You're not playing at home.
They try something new. That will be their downfall.
They probably will though, because it has. Obviously, we got spanked.
They probably will change it again. Won't
he's going to change it again. But do you think Liverpool will start with 2 up front, or will be 1 or 1 up front?
I think.
Who's the
other striker they're going to start?
I just don't know no more. He has to start. Ekiteke, he has to start. Don't break my heart. Take you heart.
Isak does like scoring a bit. Well, then again, both of them like scoring again.
No. Isak for Newcastle.
Don't break my heart. Man, I went to country, man, Western.
Until further notice, there's a Newcastle, there's an Isak Newcastle, and there's an Isak Liverpool. Until further notice, until we get.
I can't even say English tax or anything. You get me?
What's the opposite of a glow up? I don't know. Like,
he's like.
I would say he got fat, but we've seen the pictures.
Definitely not that. So.
Yeah, we'll briefly talk about Newcastle earlier.
Thank you.
But it got kind of
Did they win? Did they win? Did they win?
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, I don't know, innit?
People don't even know.
Yeah, see,
People
that's
don't
no. I was wondering why Mitch's
Hey.
cheeks are red still.
No, preach. Preach.
Christmas.
Don't do this, preach. We're not concentrating on the Karabuki game. We're going to go back, rewind about 4 days, the time we're Derby, you know.
We're playing Chelsea. We're playing
What are you
Chelsea.
talking about old shit for, man?
People like my new shit. People like my old shit. My old
That
album.
happened like 3 hours ago. Why are you going back 4 days?
Yeah, we're going back 4 days ago. Right, Mr. Mitch, I'm going to predict Newcastle to win, huh?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do that.
Okay. I predicted Newcastle to win. We
What
didn't.
happened?
We lost 1-0 in one of the worst Premier League games
It was awful.
I've
It
ever
was
seen
awful.
in my life.
It was bad. It was.
It was horrendous.
Yeah, I had so many questions. I was like, but then obviously you won today. It's ruined all
No,
my
let's do it. Let's do it. Why
I was
not? Let's do the
like,
questions.
that
Let's
don't
do
make
the
sense
questions
no
from
more.
whatever that madness was on Sunday.
It's terrible. Because now a lot of your fans were crashing out on
Yeah.
Eddie
Yeah.
Howe.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know where you guys were with him. Obviously, he's got so much money in the bank.
Mhm.
Can't really go against him. But a lot of your fans were like, it's the worst performance. I know it was reactionary, but
Yeah,
even
emotional.
before that, I was hearing murmurs like Eddie Howe out and this and that. Do you know what I mean? But now he's progressed in the cup. That's got to quiet down.
Ungrateful. Look at this.
That's got to quiet down now. So I can't be genuine and ask that question. I can't. I really can't.
No, we can still ask it. Come on, we can do it.
He's meant to get you like I don't know possession-based football. I was gonna go with that type of because obviously you're trying to transition to that, and maybe the board are asking for that. But Newcastle, are they really that possession team? Like, can they do it?
Well, we've got to see in it. We've got to see what happens. Like we've
Is he the
literally,
manager though for it? Is it the manager for it? Like,
we don't know. That's the whole point of this. Eddie Howe's. We're looking to play a different way of football. Can he make it work? That is the question. Can he go
Because he's
away
lost
from
the
his
test,
tried
isn't
and
it?
tested and his favourites? And can he be ruthless like the top managers are? These are all the questions that Eddie Howe has to answer. I'm not going to sit
Because
here
don't you
and
think,
pretend
don't
that
you
we know
think
the
that
answer.
the intensity's come off because obviously he's trying to manage the load of
Yes.
not just like your players, but obviously the amount of games you're having.
Yeah.
And he learned from last time because remember last time he tried to do that and then he ended up mid-table whatnot again. So
That is exactly it. We're trying to do it a different way. Does this different way work? Can Eddie Howe
But
coach
if he-
that
okay,
type of
if he-
football?
alright,
Can we win? Let's
if
see.
he ends up mid-table again, then is that the experiment done over?
Wait. We're saying mid-table, like we didn't finish in a European position. We just got pipped.
But I'm all
because
right. But I'm
Man
throwing that out
United beat
there.
Man City in the FA Cup.
Throwing that out there. I'm saying if Eddie Howe was to finish mid-table, then do you still believe he could be that guy to do that possession-based football and have like
It depends on all
was he
the
hit
other.
his seeding like fourth and the League Cup? Is that his seeding?
It depends on all the other competitions. Say we get to the Champions League quarterfinal, get to the Carabao Cup final again, get to deep into the FA Cup, and we finish seventh. Like, how can anybody then turn around and say, let's sack Eddie Howe? That's a decent season.
I think it's how. I don't even think it's about where you end. I think it's how you end.
Okay.
Newcastle as well.
Not intended, but I feel like if it was like you went up to like fourth place and then maybe dropped 2 spaces to 6. Like,
I get what you're
like
saying.
if it was the end of like
Yeah.
how you
Like
ended,
Forest,
maybe,
like
but-
how Forest crashed out.
I think the last couple of seasons as well.
I think it's too. I think it's too dangerous to get him out right now.
I think it's stupid if
That's getting my
want
mind.
him
That's
out.
crazy. But I just obviously the murmurs were happening, so I was trying to think of a question.
But
Like,
Ash, don't Newcastle like finish
Guys,
like
we
quite
get the
strongly
level, huh?
in the
Normally,
season?
yeah. Normally we get through Christmas
The
and
last-
we kick on.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the last couple of years, Newcastle like always kick on.
Yeah,
after
but now they're
Christmas.
managing 2 fronts.
See,
Yeah, but they were doing that. Weren't they doing that last season as well?
Sorry, 4 fronts. I
They were doing that last season as well, and they did pretty well, wasn't it? The season
that's
before.
Isak's form. Isak's form's like that, innit? He starts off poor.
Look,
Please be true.
yeah,
Let's stop fooling around. I'm getting tired of you guys saying all this nonsense. The reality is this: they forgot to sign the day release form from prison for Joe Linton, and that's the reason why they lost. Right? They didn't have the thugs in midfield. He's still somewhere banged up in. Exactly, he wasn't in. It was was a guy called Miley. I mean, come on, how can you play in a derby with a guy called Miley? Is it Miley Cyrus? I don't know what's going on here. Who's this guy, man?
What, Miley, 2 goals in a week, Miley. Is that you trying to talk down right now?
Listen, I don't know. Was he a wrecking ball? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Listen, all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this, right? You deserve this, okay? You deserve, especially you, Mitch, with your smugness. Huh? When you talk about how great Eddie Howe was last year, you gotta remember. I told you, you made an enemy for life in me. You and your thug ass team, okay? So you deserve it.
Yeah,
you got no. It was a terrible game.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I turned it off after half an hour. I turned it off.
So
Murphy didn't start as well, innit?
No.
This guy, this guy.
Yeah, so
I needed that though.
so that
Oh no. The one thing I did see, sorry, before I turned it off, was when I saw Elanga run the ball off the pitch. My goodness.
You know what?
My goodness.
Before half time, it was like my brain was going crazy when they both done it. I was like, what is happening to these two?
What do you guys actually make of Elanga? Like, honestly.
Yo.
So look, I always think
Whoa.
in terms of
No, because I don't rate him as a player. Personally, I don't think he's that good. I was quite baffed that they didn't go for Kudus rather than they went up for Elanga instead.
I'm not baffed. He's too what's it, left or right footed? He's too left footed. And there's a reason why West Ham wanted to get rid of him. You'll find out how consistent he is. I think for Newcastle, just on the game itself, Eddie Howe said this, and I did it on my show yesterday. Looked at it. What did I say?
That's cheeky still. That's
Okay.
I'll go find out.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
We'll find out when we have better players, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, I think Eddie Howe said that we actually, and just prior to the Sunderland game, he said we actually set up the same way against Sunderland as we did against Everton, who we beat 4-1. And that's actually true. If you look at passing maps, average positions, everything else, the one part of the pitch that let us down was the front line. Our front line actually collapsed in on itself. Gordon, Voltamada, and Elanga, who we started off with, were not making. Between them, they had one shot, not one on target, but just one shot. No shots, no crosses, no take-ons, no successful take-ons between the front line. If you look at the data for midfield, defense, goalkeeper, all the same as they were against Everton and won 4-1. The main difference was those three front players who, coincidentally, in this game against Fulham, were all rotated out. Voltamada got more time for because he's played an incredible amount of minutes for. So for me personally, it was a real kind of personnel situation. We wanted to draw Sunderland out a little bit more, which was working, but the guys just weren't making any runs in behind. I have no idea why they weren't doing that. For the life of me, I don't know. So in terms of online fans, it's always difficult to see like why they want Howe out. I think there's some people that never wanted Howe in the first place.
Lost it. I was surprised.
Yeah, I think it depends on the fans, isn't it? Like I feel like some people didn't want Howe out in the first. Some fans, in my opinion, are desperate to be like the top 6 fans and act like that. Really, do you know what I mean?
They don't want to act like Spurs fans. Trust me.
No, but yeah, they do. Like they want
every fan. I feel like every fan base kind of has that kind of
and they want that injection. They think, once we get that manager, that glass,
that kind of big 6 kind of.
If someone were even saying to me like, what's the point of winning? We're only going. I'm like, who's
your standards?
I said, who? But the thing is, it doesn't work for Newcastle because how is the standards? How are you going to get? Well, it's not like we've been 10 years in a row in the Champions League and winning trophies and with multiple managers.
Yeah.
The guy that set the standards is at the club. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The standard before that was Steve Bruce. What are you talking about?
The standard before that was Survive.
Right.
Survive.
What are you talking about?
Do you know what I think it is? Do you know what I think it is, Toon? I think it's that because everyone knows now that Newcastle are the richest club on the planet. They think it's gonna instantly change their fortunes, right?
But and I think that's the PSL and FFP. They know.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but there's a lot of fans who they could probably look at it and think, no, why can't we be expecting more from our club, right? But like Toon said, the truth is, if you go back before Eddie Howe, look where Newcastle were. He has literally set the standards and he's trying to change it. He's trying to level up Newcastle, but it takes time to do that, right? I know He won Newcastle the first trophy last year in 70 years. So that's another thing as well. People like some of the Newcastle fans want to forget.
Yeah, but even in the 4-5 games before Sunderland, we beat City 2-1, we beat Everton 4-1, we got 2-2 away draw to Leverkusen, who just beat Man City. So let alone last year's trophy, they're forgetting the last 3 weeks of football.
Yeah.
And we're still in 4 competitions. We can still qualify to the second phase of the Champions League. We're still 4 or 5 points away from like 4th or 5th in the league. We've just got to the semi-finals. We're still in the FA Cup, but we're going to get into the FA Cup. Like, what do you like? What do you want? Like, our injuries are lower. Unfortunately, they're all concentrated in the centre back areas at the moment, but they are lower. Like, he has to play. You're right, Ash. Like, we have to play. We can't be doing a Bournemouth every week because we're playing 3 games in 8 days. Like, you can't just press the hell out of teams for every game. We're gonna. You guys lost like what 14, 15 players last season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, do we really want to go back to that? So it's for me. It's a nonsense. But for me at the moment, it's not. For me, it's not. It's not how when people say I defend. I'm more kind of defending Newcastle. I don't want Newcastle to get rid of a good manager just because you got fans that just want that hit, that adrenaline hit of a new manager, thinking it's going to change around. You can't make, so it doesn't work. So it's just there's some big time like content creators as well that like I think Gordon took the penalty that won us the game against Burnley, I think.
Yeah.
And fans are complaining, saying, how can you there's big time creators saying about how can Gordon be taking the ball off of Voldemort? I'm like, broski, how about he scores the penalty, we beat Burnley, we keep going. Who cares who takes the penalty? Like, it's not. That's why I think a lot of people want to be like the top 6 content creators and fans and stir up the same stuff. And I'm like, and the thing is, the worst about it, some of them are from Newcastle. They are Geordies. Now, I would think that you'd have a bit more sensitivity to your own town, and your own city, unless you forgot what relegation feels like.
Do you know what? It's not even just that, though. It's not even just that. I'm sure a lot of these guys were guys that didn't want Howe in the first place, and they're just waiting for that. I told you so. They're just waiting for him to fail. And you'd be like, he can't. He wasn't the guy I told you in the first place. Even though he's moved us into a whole different level of football team in the time he's been.
They're saying you're not going to win nothing. Then he wins something, and you got journalists saying, "Are you worried he's going to become a cup team?" I'm like, "How about what's wrong with that? We haven't had a cup in 70 years."
Again, I'd love to be a cup team personally.
You're right. You're talking like with 70 years. Are you worried about being a cup team? No. Like, yes, please.
We're having a bus parade every year.
Come on. Like, come on, but
that's what all football fans for. We're all football fans for those parades, right? That's why we go to watch football and we support our clubs.
When I hear things like that, I feel it's more or less they're scared of the banter that can be.
No, but preach. There's no banter to that level. Like, someone are begging. Like, you'd have, again, going back to bigger content creators that are saying, like, for instance, they're saying they'll release a post saying, "Oh, I hope the rivals didn't know that Elanga hasn't scored or assisted in the last 10 games. Do you know why he's saying that? Because the rivals don't care. Like, no one's posting about it. No one's making videos about it. You're putting it out there so you can draw that type of negative attention. Why, bro? Why are you even bringing out your own player? Can you imagine yourself preaching
on his
bringing it out there saying, "Oh, Isak, look at that. Jeez Louise, he's horrible." Like,
no, I agree.
Part of the cool kids.
But if no one's asking about Isak, why is Preach going to go out of his way to talk about Isak? So it's just it's stuff like that, and I'm like, come on, man.
But sorry. I was just going to say very quickly. I said before a long time ago that I feel Newcastle's an emotional team. I think it's still there. Like, away at home with the fans behind. I mean, the record has shown this season. At home with the fans behind them, horrible team to play against. Away from home without the same level of support.
For some teams,
it's a lot. They're easier to beat. It's almost like Jekyll and Hyde. The difference in the home and away form. I think, like, for Eddie Howe to progress Newcastle, it almost has to come. The team has to come ruthless. Like, you not have to feed off the energy of the crowd all the time to be able to kill a game.
But I also think that it's not just that, it's also the quality, because I think so many fans in modern football nowadays, they forget the fact that the way the intensity is in the Premier League, especially right now, how close it is. If you look, so I looked at the statistics this season and last season, right? So this exact time last year, between 5th position and 15th was 12 points. This season is 6 points. That's half, right? That tells you how close the Premier League is between 5th and 15th this season, which tells you that every team is closer together because they can beat each other. So that means you have to have more intensity in the Premier League if you want to beat your opponent, right? And then when you haven't got a deep enough squad, right, it's very hard to manage 2-3 games a week. Like, for example, Newcastle, you're still in all competitions and you're still trying to kind of manage it in the way, so you, with the injuries on top of that, right? Why do you think Arsenal and Man City are the clubs that can do it better than anyone? Because they have got the most full squads with quality in each position, right? So it's like I think Tottenham fans, all fans, right, especially Tottenham fans, they all think that if you it's kind of like they all expect to be like the clubs like Arsenal and Man City, where you can win most of your games in all competitions, but it doesn't work like that. It's just not realistic. So it's like, until like these other clubs below can have a much more fuller squad, then you can't expect teams to compete on all levels when you've got internationals, injuries, 4 competitions. It's just nuts. Like it's like delusional, in my opinion.
What's you guys' opinion or expectation or prediction, should I say, on Chelsea Newcastle, or Newcastle Chelsea?
Ooh, that's going to be
St James's Park.
Plead the fifth.
Just to add that we've got some injuries.
Say it.
Plead the fifth.
Mitch, you know you want to say it?
Every time I predict the Newcastle game on this show, we lose. I'm not doing it this week. Not predicting it at all.
It's that
I plead the
Oh, it's early kickoff, isn't it?
Ooh, St James's Park at 12:30 is horrible.
Is it Saturday kickoff?
Saturday 12:30.
It's
Yeah.
not that horrible. It's not that
8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Nah, it is.
8 p.m. is better, man. Like,
Nah.
they're all drunk by then.
No.
Yeah, man. The stack's not even open at 12:30.
It's not even open. Like, it's just mad.
Nah, there's something about the air. Like, look,
drink from last night.
listen to Spurs. Every time they got up at 12:30, exactly, still drinking from last night. If you look at Spurs, every time they've gone to a 12:30 game at St James's Park, they've been smoked.
Is it?
Yeah.
When was the last time
12:30.
we played 12 Spurs at 12:30?
The fight, the 6-1-1.
Yeah,
Was it?
Bellini
Yeah.
one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at 12:30.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
So what we saying?
What was the early kickoff, anyways? I remember it was the early kickoff.
Chelsea. A billionaire bottle jobs.
So, wait, who's injured for Newcastle?
Livramento got injured today.
Ooh, that's a big one out. He's such a good player, man.
So Miley's going to be right back. He played right back today, but he's such a genius that he can do it. And I think Lewis Hall might play. They were saying he's got hamstring injuries, but he might play.
A genius, you know. He called him a genius. He called Miley Cyrus a genius.
You didn't see him play, man. Like, you didn't see him play.
I've been saying this for about 2 seasons. Watch out for this kid, man. He's going to be so
scored
good.
a clutch goal, literally like back of his head like that today. Just jump in the opposite direction. Head
But Chicharito style.
Exactly. But
What's happened to Botman? Is he injured?
Yeah, man.
They're reprogramming him, innit?
Yeah.
The new software downloads, they're taking longer than expected to install and all that.
I'm excited to be down, man. The Newcastle fan, I'm annoyed.
What's that?
He's
that?
so good, man.
I'm annoyed about Botman being injured again. I'm just sick and tired of it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
James Gifford?
No. He played 1,000 minutes so far this season. Then he got a back injury. It's difficult when you came back from an ACL, but
tell me about it.
Yeah, exactly. So just have to manage it. We just have to manage it. We have to manage it. I can't wait till January. I think we're looking to spend some money, man, for real. But Chelsea,
do you reckon this window's going to be crazy? This January window?
Yeah, because
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
Love
think
for Arsenal.
it's
Arsenal.
difficult a little because of the World Cup, because people are going to be, if you're a young player, even if you're a young player on the fringes, you want minutes. And like, is the club coming to you that are they? Can they really offer you minutes?
I
That's
think
going
Tom might move then. Tell him if he wants minutes. He might have to leave.
yeah, so that might happen. But I think, usually like because the summer transfer is quite big, and usually that kind of goes into the January transfer. I think maybe the following summer transfer window might be a little bit more reserved because of the World Cup as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe.
And also, sorry, to that point of like teams being close. If you got so many teams that are this close at this point of the season, like to differentiate and sort of push on, you'd want to get more players, right? Because before, if it's a bigger spread, then you'd be like, actually, do we need to like spend money now? Like it's so close. There's so many teams that can make Europe.
Like Aston Villa.
Yeah, I can see them. I can see them pushing on and buying players.
I think Liverpool, depending on what they do with Mo Salah.
Yeah, Murphy.
I don't think can Villa even buy players. I don't think they're allowed.
I think Elliot's coming back.
What, Elliot to what? Oh,
Harvey.
Is it from Villa?
The rumors. That's the rumors. The rumors. That's why he's not playing, because he's not. They're not. He has to play a certain amount of games to trigger the.
I knew that was a bad move. I knew that was a bad move.
Somewhere else then.
I didn't rate that move either, to tell you the truth. But
Harvey Elliott to Villa, that one.
Yeah, because he's on loan, and then I think that they have to buy him or something if he plays a certain.
Amount. Oh, okay.
Why do you think that was? Why did they not play him?
I don't think Harvey
Morgan Rogers. They got Morgan Rogers.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not sure.
Morgan Rogers on the left. Harvey Elliott's on the right.
But you see, Harvey Elliott is a.
They've got Bendia as well, haven't they?
Yeah, but Bendia's not.
It's an emotional player. Like he needs
love.
Yeah, the love. He needs
arm
that.
around him.
He needs some sort of attachment, kind of like.
He needs like a Harry Redknapp.
Who?
He needs like Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott is that type of manager.
I just think there's no like love, like love at Villa.
That's what I know. Yeah, he needs a manager that's going to put his arm around him.
His connection's not there. You get me? Like he needs to do something mad spectacular for the fans to love him, and then maybe he can move on. If that makes sense, you get me? Like he did some pack out goal outside the box. The fans are talking about him for a week long. Then he's all right there, but I just feel it hasn't fallen. So there ain't attachment. Maybe he already knows like the loan thing as well. Like if I don't play, I can go back. Maybe make a different decision.
Well, going back to the predictions, guys.
Yeah.
Newcastle versus Chelsea. What we said. Now that we know the injuries.
Chelsea got injuries as well, but it's just to add. I don't know if Cole Palmer's back and all those guys. Palmer. Who's playing across? They got who's if it'll be Pedro, Palmer, and Neto probably at the front three. Yeah. Casado, Enzo, and
you want me to bring it up?
Yeah. That would help.
Yeah, now carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the defense.
They've got to drop Enzo, by the way. That guy is awful right now.
There you go. Let's get a match show.
I don't know if Gordon Elanga, bruv. I don't know, but he's lucky. Mitch, what do you reckon? Do you think
Miley right back, isn't it?
Miley would be right back.
It just depends. It depends on Hall and Livramento, because they're saying that Hall didn't play today because of a slight hamstring, but I reckon that's just to stop all the questions of him not being in the squad. Livramento's a worry because he came off, but it'll be Miley right back, probably Joe Linton in that spot. Actually, or Ramsey. If they say that Ramsey's in the right zone to play, he should play again. I thought he was really good tonight.
He scored today.
Yeah, my first touch.
Who scored today?
Visser.
Oh, Visser scored.
Did he score? Yeah.
One stop, one goal.
One touch, one goal. Actually, it might be Voldemar Wisser. So Wisser on the right.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
He can do that.
And Gordon or Barnes on the left. Maybe I don't know if Gordon wins Howe's good graces, because that game against Sunderland was awful. Barnes might stay, to be honest. It might be Barnes, Voldemar, Elanga, Bruno, Tonali, Joe Linton, Miley right back, and hopefully Hall comes back in. In that case, what
To know Chelsea.
No, but Newcastle's form better.
So,
Yeah, man, we got Broccoli's, bro. Don't worry about it.
Broccoli got 28 points.
I bet if Yoms watches this back, he's gonna be cracking up, man. What do you guys think? Like, you just saw the lineups and everything.
I think to know Chelsea
at St James's Park.
After I hyped up the 12:30 kickoff, and then
you can't go back. You can't go back on it.
You got score from a set piece. Like
Say again?
Like you would take a short corner or something, or a free kick, and then hit a cross off the back of a free kick or something and score a goal like that.
That is the first time in my life I've heard the term a set piece of a set piece.
I like it. I like it though. I like it.
That's how they're gonna score right in that little pocket. Boom.
I think it'll be like a 1-1 type of game. If not, I just see if anyone's going to win it at this moment. I feel Chelsea are going to do it. It won't be like a massive performance. It will be one of those games where either team could do it. But I think Chelsea.
Who scores for Chelsea?
Maybe Palmer again.
I hear that, lads.
Coming back into the team now.
All those fantasy players.
Joe Linton will be there for him.
Yeah, Joe Linton. Yeah.
Such a good market job.
Is he going to play on the weekend?
He wants to change the result.
He got Bell money. He got Bell money. All right.
How was saying he's got a growing issue.
Probably be Bruno, Tonali, and whoever. How
probably Ramsey, isn't it? Because
I really liked Ramsey's performance.
Ramsey had a good game, man.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ramsey had a good game, man.
He's looking quicker. He's looking stronger. He's sharper on the ball. I think he could be the one that
get up to speed. Yeah.
His recovery is good as well. Like he's good in the tackle.
Your midfield's all right then. So I don't understand.
That's what I mean.
So it's only because we used to complain, all right. So what's your issue really?
No, mine was more with the fullback. Like it's a bit.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're in the market for January.
Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah, we're looking to get a left back. Like, is it Matali? Something Matali?
You're going for a right forward. I don't know why. I thought you were going to go for a right.
We're going for a versatile forward. So, we're linked to Magnus Akliush recently. No, Indicala.
I've seen that.
Akliush
I was so happy.
Such a good
my
player,
heart was beating. My heart was
so good.
so good.
I'm not ready to have my heart broken. I thought that was happening in the summer, man.
Then you should put a bid in it.
Who's this? Who's Akliush guy?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, if you don't know, you don't know, innit? If you know, you know.
Oh, it's one of those football manager players. Actually,
No.
You can stick to Kai Havertz.
Nah, I remember. Yeah, we used to sign.
You can stick with the reverse Jacob Murphy. We'll go for Akliush.
I say that though. Arsenal into is it Kildis?
I don't.
Yildiz. Oh yeah,
Yildiz.
Yeah.
I thought they linked to Gordon.
Yeah, I see that today. Arsenal linked with Gordon. You know.
Arsenal get Yildiz.
No.
Stop reading. Sometimes, just stop reading tabloids. Yeah, exactly, man. That picture is the greatest meme for me ever, man. I use it so many times. Now, on the real, like Gordon.
It's 80 mil. It's yours, Olu.
What's that?
80 mil. It's yours.
That's cool.
You lot been selling them off for like a year and a half now.
Nah, he's a Liverpool fan, isn't he? Let him go to Liverpool. He could be the new Luis Diaz. Oh shit,
bro.
Let's not start. Anyway, let's carry on. Anyway.
All right. So what do you reckon, Preach? Then
what's your guys' prediction?
I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like it's 2-1 to Newcastle. I think it's gonna be like a dirty penalty, like a penalty. Not a dirty game. I think it's just
belly game.
I mean, preach. That goes without saying, man. Like when you say he's a dirty, that's just Newcastle right there, man. You know what I mean? You don't have to
like the penalty at the end. Like, the dirty bit would be from Chelsea making a foul in it, and then
there'll be like a bad VAR decision or some shit like that,
and then they win it 2-1. That's what I can see. Newcastle 2-1. These are the games. I swear these are the games that Chelsea just always slip up on. That
In fact, let's make it more.
Let's Chelsea fans angry. Like, well, no, these are the game we're supposed to be winning if we want to be.
Yeah.
You get
But
me?
can we make the predictions more interesting? Like, at what minute will Bruno throw like a cheeky elbow at a player, or if Joelinton's playing, or Joelinton? That was one of them too. Like,
First yellow card.
exactly. Like, let's do that because I think that's more apropos. Like in terms of prediction.
How about how long would it take Eucharist to get his touch right? And like,
Hey, listen.
How many wrestles?
You know what's more
gonna
funny?
initiate in the
Richarlison's
first
got
15
more goals
minutes?
than Gyökeres in the Premier League.
Colin,
That's what's more funny. Like that's crazy.
you cannot. All this doesn't hurt me because, like I said 2 years ago, this is the Swedish Hoyland. So
See, you're like the Newcastle fans we were talking about. You don't care. You just
You
want
know
that
what?
I told you so moment.
Do you know what, Olu? I actually think you lot should sign
that?
Richarlison. I think you lot should sign Richarlison. I think you'd do better in your team.
Love a Brazilian.
who? Richarlison
Richarlison, yeah.
at Arsenal.
If you're getting played those through balls like Ash was saying earlier on, you might actually put some chances away.
Yeah, reunite Gordon and Richarlison at Arsenal. Is that the plan? Is that what we're doing?
Could you imagine?
Put it
Ollie, how do you feel if that actually happened? Yeah? Richarlison like turns up. Your new number 9.
if Richarlison turned up at Arsenal, there's a lot of things that I would say. Like, first of all, like, we need to liquidate the club. Like, that's the first thing. Like, HMRC.
Hey, Ollie, you say like, when's Jeremy Beadle coming out? Like,
You get me? Like, HMRC liquidation notice. Like, that needs to be done. We need to go to The Hague and try like Arteta, Berta for war crimes against football, just war crimes in general. In fact, I'm sure they were involved in crimes that we're not aware of. What else? I mean, I think at that point as well, I think Joelinton needs to get permanently put in prison. Like, we need more than a documentary. We need more than a documentary.
Producing it, by the way.
Exactly. We need a 50 cents, like five episode documentary. If I ever see Richarlison step anywhere near, Richie is. See this guy saying, listen, see what nonsense. Richie has won more trophies than a manager. Like, that's nonsense. Like, Richarlison's won one Europa League. Arteta's won one FA Cup. Like, come on. Like, maths is easy. It's we're not talking like advanced maths or something like that. This is just simple arithmetics. I mean, come on, man. Arithmetics. I don't know. I'm tired.
What's your prediction?
Arithmetics. There you go. I'm tired.
Everyone said 2-1 basically to
I think 2-1 Chelsea. Yeah.
2-1.
Yeah.
Newcastle will win. I reckon Newcastle will do it.
Preach thinks 2-1 Newcastle. Preach thinks you think 2-1 Newcastle, win it?
Yeah. What did you say? I'm actually writing this down.
I think
of course.
I said that I needed someone, the spreadsheet. Thank you, Preach.
My man.
Yeah, he tried to give it out to the light skinned guys last time. Do we look like admin guys? What's going on?
Actually, you know what? Ash. I didn't realize it. Hey, swap me and Danny around, man. Swap me and Danny.
Why are we at the bottom four?
It's not option. It's not option.
That's Ash's That's Ash's self-hatred. Like, he goes, I don't belong here, sir. You said we is free. He said you is free. I want to be with you.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
That's how you know it's late.
Let's talk about Arsenal.
I'd say one more time. Yeah, you're not predicting, are you?
No, I'm not predicting this week.
Oli, you sticking with your
2-0 Chelsea.
2-1 Newcastle.
You know what yours say?
2-1 Newcastle.
I agree. Yeah.
Whoa.
Raw, actually, that's wild. Time out.
What's wild?
Well, and D, what was you saying? 1-1.
I was saying 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay, and I think 2-1 Newcastle. All right. Can we do the Liverpool one? Spurs versus Liverpool rookie.
Oh yeah, I don't even know.
Oh
yeah.
I said 2-1 Liverpool. No, 2-0.
I'm gonna say 2-2.
I just didn't catch it.
I'm gonna go for a draw.
2-1. You're saying?
Yes, sir.
2-2.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Liverpool.
don't know, get a dice and wherever it drops on. Just give it to
Mitch, what was your pick?
3-1 Liverpool. What if you roll a dice and it just says 6? What are you going to do then? What does that mean?
That's what I'll go for. 6-0 to Liverpool.
You said that. And then what was yours, Ash?
Oh, if that happened though, the scenes at Spurs Stadium would be crazy, bruv.
You said 2-1 Spurs, yeah?
I need to walk out the front.
No, 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool.
Liverpool. Yeah, all right, I've got that. All right, I'm up to date.
Tottenham lose 6-0, it'd be fucking nuts.
Everyone's buying dice next week. Everyone's buying a dice.
Oh, do you know? I can't. I'd love. Do you know what? The only thing it would be so funny watching all the content creators if we lost 6-0. They'd lose their fucking minds. It'd be so hilarious. To watch.
On the internet for a little while.
Oh mate, it'll blow up.
Seriously, I'll take like if we lose 6-0, I'll take a little break. No, I'm being serious.
Ash, you shouldn't see Ash the other night. He was on one.
You can have the show for a bit.
Nuts.
I mean, don't have to, you can change the name for a bit. I don't know. Me and Marlon will sweat out. No. Let's make something. I don't know. Arsenal Everton, like,
I'm laughing because I'm like, boy, if this happens, bro.
It's gonna be some comical week, man. Oh god.
Arsenal Everton.
At where? Is it Arsenal?
Everton.
Ooh.
But
This man.
they're losing quite a few players to AFCON as well.
Yeah, they're done out here, man. They got 3
yeah, and
But
then
they still got the English boys, isn't it? They still got
KDH pulled up with injury.
Who said Grealish is going to AFCON, bro?
Crazy.
No, I think Drisbrill's injured, and they said Grealish had a bit of a knock.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Oh, they're finished.
Drisby Hall's gone. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's a long day for them.
It's a long day, man.
I'd say Arsenal win. I wouldn't be emphatic because they're probably set up to low block you now.
Yeah.
Who starts up front for Arsenal then? Marino.
No, it's gonna. I think he's gonna force playing Gyökeres into form.
Yeah,
it'll be a mistake. It'll be a mistake, man.
And then we actually again next week to question them.
Are Senegal in AFCON then?
Yeah.
Oh, so Ndai's gone as well.
Ndai's gone. Yeah, they've literally.
Oh, they're fucked.
Finished.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Finished.
Yeah, but you say that this. I mean. Listen,
don't make excuses now. No.
It's not that. No. Of course.
Yeah, I just throw dices. No. Come. Everybody else, if you don't care, you throw dices. But now you want to say, oh no, but you say that.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was going to say, first of all, like everyone was saying thing about this about Wolves. Oh, pick a score, and then look how difficult we made it be. However, I don't think we did not concede, but I think we still win. So I think 2-1.
You think you concede against Everton?
Yeah, I think they'll score a corner.
Nah. What?
Nah, no way. No way.
I remember when they used to say there's just no jeopardy in our games anymore. There's no jeopardy.
There is no jeopardy.
2-1 away to Everton, yeah?
You know,
certain man that can't play away from home won their 4-1, by the way.
Just that, yeah. Just
to let you know.
Just saying, man.
Who are these people?
Certain man. Just they hit it. It's just word on the street is that it's happened, isn't it?
You know, and then they go off the plane from Germany, and then they beat what's the name, Fulham, and that semi-final settings and that. But anyway, yeah, 2-0 Arsenal. You got to keep a clean sheet against Everton with no striker. Tierno Barry, who I really liked before this. Confidence, man.
Yeah,
it's confidence.
I hear it.
The guy was he looks like he's man.
Any other predictions, Danny? What are you saying?
What, Everton and Arsenal? Is it at it's at where is it at? Home or away?
At the Hillbilly Centre.
Ash got beef with Everton. We have no clue of.
Hillbillies run a Lego head too.
What is going on with the fixture times this week?
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
We've got 2 8 o'clock games.
Yeah,
2-1 Arsenal, I think.
Who's the other 8 o'clock?
Palace, Leeds Palace.
Oh, that's going to be a good game, man.
No, they could have just done it different, man. They could have edged on Sunday. Look, one game on Sunday, you know. They could have put one of them at 2 o'clock on the Sunday. Anyway.
I'm going 1-0. Fuck it.
1-0.
Yeah.
That'd be mad, man.
1-0.
You know,
Tyler Diblin, last minute.
Funny.
I think it's going to be
Tyler Diblin. Nice, Spurs fans. You ain't listening.
Don't, because then they'll want to buy him after that. If he scored 1 goal.
Dibbling is such a Tottenham player, man.
Oh my.
He's such a
shit.
Diblin, trust me, he's the truth.
Yeah.
Imagine if they played Diblin, Grealish, and Dewsbury Hall behind Barry. It's just like 3 versions of Grealish in the same. That would be crazy.
Dribble, pass the ball back.
What are you saying, Ash?
I said 2-0. I said 2-0.
2-0. Up to Everton.
Arsenal.
No, the Southsiders. The Southsiders.
Wait, sorry, what? So what you call us?
South Invaders.
Listen, we came to your end and we told you, get out.
You might have done that, but you're still going to bottle the league. So it's all right.
Have you even predicted a score yet?
I said 2-1. Jesus Christ. Listen, Mitch, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I tend to zone out sometimes.
Yeah, damn right you do.
It's just you and Stefan, isn't it?
Get out of here. No, I zone out when Stefan is going on his tirade, man. For real.
You know what's wild, man? When I look at all the scores,
yeah,
like everyone thinks Spurs is going to at least get the most goals. Like everyone's kind of stays safe with around the 2 goal area, but then you look at Spurs. There's a 6-0, 3-0.
But it wants to watch me. Trust me, you just can't predict it.
Because Spurs, see, on the road, Spurs are the most interesting team in the Premier League. They're either really good or really shit. There's no in between. There literally is no in between.
No, you got good. Sometimes shit.
Our fans think we're sick. Our fans think we're really good.
Our fans are entertaining. I watch the
fans. You've got the worst fans. You've got the worst fans.
It's more.
You guys, you have got the worst fans. You have got the worst fans ever. Do you know why? Because you let that fucking horn play at the start of your game, and no one has gone up there and told them to get off the fucking pitch.
Oh shit.
By the way, we're going to do quickly Man United Villa, because I think
you're on mute, mate.
Villa are gonna absolutely ruin Man United, aren't they?
He's talking. He's like, there's no met.
I thought you guys were laughing at my joke as well. That's I was like,
I thought he was miming or something.
I was there talking like, I'm like, yeah, I knew that was funny because I was I hope you can hear me now. I was just saying that Olu's just jealous of that horn, because whenever Arsenal fans try to be proper fans in their stadium, like it just looks sneaky. Like, you know, they try to like
their tifo.
That's
so fucking
tifo. They brought a beach towel out for a tifo.
Listen, all them vegans, latte drinking,
listen,
Tesla driving,
playing in the dark.
Listen, Ashburton Grove, or Ashburton, what the fuck are they called, man? The ones that wear all black. Listen, man. Whatever. Don't hate. Don't hate, man. Listen, who else can walk up to?
I don't hate Arsenal, because it'll be funny. It'll be funny when the Arsenal fans collapse when Arsenal don't win anything at the end.
Who else can rock up to a Champions League semi-final and put up a shower curtain? Come on. Respect us.
At least Spurs got a horn.
Respect us.
At least Spurs got a horn. Whenever Arsenal get instrument, it'd probably be a claret or something.
Nah, man. Nah, we got North London forever, man. We got North London forever. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Well, are we doing predictions for it for real, or are we just laughing?
No. Let's do it. Sorry. Let's do it.
Let's get
Talk
to
about
business.
Yeah,
Where's
Get
the
back to
Villa game?
business.
Is that Villa?
yeah.
The thing is, Man United always get these mad results against Villa. Whenever you think Villa's going to
Nah.
stop them out, like
Nah. Sorry, I have to stop you there. They've got no Casemiro, so they got to play Bruno and Maino in
Maino
midfield.
like?
Dumo.
No Mbumo, no Ahmad,
No, Ahmad.
No,
no Mazwari.
massive.
No Mazzy.
That's massive. No,
Yeah,
Mbumo.
Villa.
Did you watch Heaven and Euro play against?
Bro, did you watch Heaven and Hell? Sorry.
that was a low hanging fruit. That was a
Low
low
hanging.
hanging fruit, bro.
Oh, what, the Red Devils? Oh no.
That was a low hanging fruit, man. I think it looks like Villa are going to stomp them out like a cigarette, isn't it? Like, if it's the same Villa that played Arsenal, geez,
I don't know, man. Villa, I think they're overperforming.
they are overperforming, but
About Emery, but I just feel like, yeah.
especially goal scoring wise. But I was saying they're scoring wonder goals, but against Arsenal they scored. Didn't they? Weren't they both their goals inside the box?
Yeah, it was.
That's dangerous. Like they start doing that. I'm gonna go 3-1 Villa. I saw Preach looking up. I said, okay, give me I better give a score quickly. 3-1 Villa. 3-1.
Like Stefan earlier.
Here we go.
As soon as you started talking, he was like, "Get to the point." Don't want to hear all that.
Giving us a little run up in that. It's like,
I'm going 1-0 Man United.
nah.
Why are you such a contrarian? Anyways,
You need to go to sleep. Man.
contrarian. I'm tired, man.
It was about this time that we got the horror 9.
It was around this time. It was.
He lost his bottle like his club. Ooh.
It's just like teams who like the first trophy is like was it Worthington Cup or Milk Cup, a bantering someone who's seen Premier Leagues. I don't get it. What's happened, man?
Hands up if you're in the
Street-
semi-final. Hands up if you're in the
Listen, man, the streets are done. The streets are done. The streets are done, man. That's what it is, man.
No, they just knew. They just knew.
Hands up if you want a European Cup.
Technically, we play the Emirates Cup, and Britain is part of Europe, so
You guys better give your predictions before, like.
oh yeah. So my bad.
4-2 Aston Villa. 4-2 Aston Villa.
Start again.
I'm gonna go for
What did you say there, sorry?
I'm going to
4-2.
go 4-2.
4-2.
4-2.
To Villa.
I can see that though. I can see a mad score.
Nah, I mean,
Yeah, 4-2. Yeah.
I'm not, man. Same.
Olu?
2-0 to Villa.
Just look at the Bournemouth game, man, and Man United has been scoring.
That game was so fun, man.
It was fun though. I enjoyed that.
That game was
I
so
reckon,
fun.
let's say 2-1. Fuck it, Villa. Fuck it. I won't be surprised if United put it out of the back.
Ash don't like Villa at all, man. You can't. You
I said 2-1 Villa. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, 2-1 Villa.
I think that's everyone.
It hurts that Villa like come from 6 years ago in the Championship, but now they're like where they are now.
Yeah, that's our homeboys, man. That's our homeboys, man.
Yeah, no,
I like Villa. They're a good team.
you hope they continue.
I think they're a good team. Of course, I don't want them to continue, but I think they will.
That's just like,
Ash is gonna sack
when
you.
you do this to me.
That's right. There's one thing I want to, before I wrap the show up, because it's late, I want to play this if I can. I don't know if you got saw this here. I thought it was jokes. It's just random, innit? But so we'll be in it. You hear this?
Was taking an extra touch. I thought, Lord of Jesus, where is this ball gonna go? No, darling, hold my hand. Now pick me some jet to holiday.
Oh, listen,
Con before us.
Crazy. But yeah, all right, guys, big up, man.
Big up.
Man. Any final words before I wrap up? Or...
Yeah, Tottenham is shit, and fans need to realise that.
I second and add that trumpet to it as well.
Look out for Toon Tactics TV tonight, 10 p.m. We're doing a match preview for the Chelsea game. So look out for it.
Cool.
Yeah. Where the Owl Sleep, Mondays, 8:30. This week's show is currently going through the process of getting uncopyrighted, but it was a good goal show. It will be back up tomorrow at 12 p.m. midday, so catch that.
Cool. Guys, please make sure you like, share, subscribe. And
right now, the chances of Russia attacking the UK is considered by our analysts to be remote. That means less than 5%. But that is the same chance of Liverpool winning the Premier. Right now, the chances of